This week we support the Thick Blue Vein as we discuss the 1994 sci-fi horror Scanner Cop.
Look, now it's
recording. What the fuck?
Wow, Eddie, and you were
we just
on
lost
fire,
so
too.
much
Holy
gold.
Shit.
Hello and welcome to the Blood Bits Horror Show. I am your host, Eddie. The Axe Jefferson, and joining me as always is the man who doesn't need to be reprogrammed to look at the police that way, Tim Yobo.
Hey, it's better safe that way.
Yeah, it's more safe that way. And joining us, Tim, as always, as the co-host with the co-most, the one who's demanding the Xena spinoff. It's not a warrior princess. It's Candice. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, and I'll be reading after we do the cast. I'll be reading an IMDb review that mentions her.
Come on, yeah. Yo. That edible's kicking in.
Candice,
you're fucking me up. What's going on?
Candice, what have you been consuming?
I've been consuming a book called 396 from Christopher Frost. It's been very good.
Christopher Frost? That sounds amazing.
Yep, it reminds me of Stephen King.
Really? Does it
well,
remind
that's high
you...
praise.
Not praise I give lightly.
Does that remind you of Orson Scott Card in any way so that we could bring up Ender's Game and I could ask you if when you went over there and talked to him to get his autograph, even though he was the nicest person in the world after he had a stroke, did you ask him if he ever considered a prequel called Beginner's Game?
This sounds like fucking insanity to all the listeners, I bet.
It does, because we just, for some reason, this fucking thing was not recording, and we're re-recording, so we're going to power move through this podcast.
What's incredible is, I don't know about what's on your computer screen, but my little computer screen's got a little fucking red light that's flashing.
Yeah.
The timer's going up, so...
No, it has it too. I just never pay attention because I assume that Eddie's competent. Boy,
no,
was I a fool.
Boy, howdy. You know who's less competent than me is Tom Brady, who has got less than his projected score every week on fantasy football that Tim was incredulous that I played. By the way, Candice, what have you been... No, you already did yours. Fuck you. Tim, what have you been consuming?
I've almost finished with the third watch of Breaking Bad. And
it's such a great show.
First 45 minutes of The Munsters, which is a horrible, horrible movie that has no jokes that land in it at all.
Yeah,
Very colorful to look at, though.
Hey, but you know what? That seems like Rob Zombie's one of those kids that was rich and had all of the colors of the crayons, but he had nothing to draw with it. Am I right?
It's incredible because you give some kids a pencil and look what they can do.
Yeah, like Zach Krager when he made Barbarian. Barbarian's
amazing
a very
that
good
we're
movie.
Actually nailing every single thing that we said.
This is only because I'm not drunk.
This is only because I'm going off of my brain, too, and my brain is insanity. What have I been consuming, Candice? I'm glad that you asked.
Nobody cares. Nobody asked. Let's talk about Scanner Cop.
3 of The Boys. See, because what's funny about The Boys is in season 1, I predicted that because V was some sort of a chemical compound, they'd be able to make a version of it that everybody can inject into themselves and get powers for 24 hours.
Well, I mean, come on. Yeah, after the first season, that's definitely the setup. That's just going to happen.
Of course it's set up. So now the fun is that you get to see what all of the characters' powers are going to be. What do you think Butcher's is, Candice?
I can't believe you don't like this because... Aren't you enjoying the first 2 seasons? If you don't like it, then why do you keep watching it?
Because Stormfront's dead and she was my favorite character.
Oh my god, how... Oh man, that's not... I guess I know how, because... Yeah, we all know where you're from. You're from Washington. You're from the state of Washington,
hot.
So we know why Stormfront's your favorite character.
Yeah, because she's
Maybe
pretty hot.
Stormfront.
I'd like to fuck her with my dick.
And squish a homeless man's head against the wall.
Yeah, spoiler.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, with my dick. So then you guys were talking about how I don't talk about sex ever. Hey, everybody. We were talking about smoking pot for some reason. Oh, yeah, Scanner Cop. That led to... Scanner Cop led to, it was directed and co-written by Pierre David, who is best known as a producer with 220 credits, but not as a writer. As a producer, he makes a bunch of trash Hallmark and Lifetime movies. Candice, your quote was?
Good money in that.
Yeah, it is.
It pays the bills.
It pays the bills, yeah.
And this was mostly written by John Bryant, who wrote American Ninja 5. Tim?
Well, I mean, by 5, do you even have to write it?
I think
you
don't
should know
even
his character, right? There's
have
nothing to know what the ninja can do.
I think you don't even have to direct it, Tim. You still have to write it. This is starring Meb personified Daniel Quinn. Daniel Quinn, he was in that Rubber movie, but you know what? When he's doing his scanner face, it looks like he's coming or pooping. What do you think, Candice? Coming or pooping?
I think he looks like he's shitting his pants. And I also think he has a horrible tension headache after each day of shooting.
Very
I think
true.
he looks like he's coming. I guess that's the difference between what that face looks like to Candice and I.
And you need to put a picture up of yourself.
Yeah, especially.
We would win whatever podcast Oscar is if anybody knew how much we're nailing this.
I know, especially in that cafeteria scene. Then we've got Darlene Flugel.
Sounds like a made-up name. Oh my god, this is so amusing to me.
A Podcast Academy Award for real, because we're nailing it. Hey, did you know he was in Pet Sematary too, Candice?
Oh, which character was she?
I don't remember what her character's name was, but Candice, it's not like you remember anything about Pet Sematary 2. In fact, could you name 3 characters from it, or the actors?
I remember Clancy Brown and the kid from The Terminator.
What was his name?
Fuck if I know.
The actor's name. No, really? Let's see if you can do it.
Okay, Edward Furlong.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
you
we
know
just
what?
broke
You
the
proved
timeline.
me wrong. Okay, wait, hold on. Now we're in a different timeline. And we're definitely in a different timeline, because now we're going to talk about the main villain in this that we talked about before we talked about her, which is Richard Grove, who you might remember because he was in Army of Darkness as Eric the Red.
And I said, oh shit.
Yeah. Then Tim, because I brought up that the writer wrote, the bad guy, the main bad guy was also, okay, here's where it's a little bit falling apart. Richard Lynch,
We
yes.
went on hella tangents, so.
I know.
And I completely derailed it. Richard Lynch.
You know what's cool about Richard Lynch is he's an American actor with a lot of fuzzy white hair, but more importantly, Tim, he was the main villain in Invasion USA. He played Mikhail Rustov. Do you have any sort of an anecdote about Invasion USA?
I remember that movie very well because that's the first time I ever smoked marijuana.
That was the first time that you not imbibed, because that's drinking, but you smoked
Inhaled, yes.
the devil's lettuce.
Yes. I remember going to the movie to see that on opening night with my friend Ryan and my friend Vinko. So have a drink.
Really?
Yeah, it's been a while since Vinko's name has been mentioned.
We'll have a drinko, right?
The fuck is happening here?
Then
And
what
we
happened?
each had 3 joints with us because we were that bold, and I
Wow,
smoked
that's
it.
9 joints for 3 people? Crazy.
I guess you,
Well.
at the point, you didn't know how much it was going to take, but you knew how much you were going to use.
Oh,
Like I was
you know
going to be
what?
quite short.
That makes me wistful about the first time I ever smoked marijuana. Candice, what was the first time that you smoked marijuana?
It was in my sister's bedroom with her boyfriend.
Oh, wow. Do you remember anything else about that night?
Yes, I do. I remember I did not get high.
Yeah? Do you remember going to sleep in a bed alone by yourself untouched?
Yes. It's really fucked up, Eddie.
Well, that's good. Then it doesn't have some sort of a dark
No,
implication.
there's no dark implications. My sister
That's
was a very
excellent.
bad influence on me.
And it
Oh,
wasn't
yeah?
good weed.
Well, it's a good thing nothing bad ever happened to your sister after that. Anyhow.
Weed is a gateway drug. It's been proven.
No, it's not a gateway drug. I'm going to tell you about the first time I smoked the marijuana. It was my friend Chris. He was a professional body piercer. But you know what? He was also homophobic. And there was a weird story, an anecdote about that, because in Oregon, to become a professional body piercer, you have to do all of the piercings under another person, like an apprentice. And then you're allowed to open up your own shop. But he was homophobic and didn't want to touch a penis. So, Candice, do you know what he did?
Did he do a stunt cock?
Yeah, he did. No, he didn't. Tim, do you know what he would have done?
I think if that's going to be your career, and if you're going through all the other piercings all over the other body, why not just suck it up and do the dick?
Well, he did suck it up.
You got gloves on, right?
He did
nobody's
suck
getting
it
a
up
fucking hard on while it's going
and do
on.
the dick, but Tim, the dick that he sucked up was his own. That's actually a better punchline than I had for the first time we
So
recorded
he never left the
this.
house again.
It was just like that statue in the Discord. No, he pierced his own cock. I think we're caught up now, are we?
I think so.
I think so, yes.
Okay, no, he gave me an eighth of Alaskan Thunderfuck. I smoked some of it myself. I didn't get
let's
high.
not forget that you also wanted to smoke weed with a girl because you were trying to get in her
I
pants.
did smoke weed with a girl because I was trying to get my penis touched by her.
Look, at least you come out halfway happy.
And
no
I
matter
said,
what, right?
You fucking hypocrite. You give me and Tim so much hell about how dumb we've been trying to get laid, and you pull some bullshit like this and act like you're superior.
No, the problem is that what you need to do is understand the way that humans act. And usually what that is you have to figure out what motivates them to try to get what they want. And if you can figure out what they want, that is their motivation, and you can predict the way they're going to behave based on that.
That's very wise.
Well, I wasn't a psychopath when I was 14 years old, so...
That's not what you said. You said if I could have been a psychopath and told myself at 14 that information.
That's actually better, yes. That's more realistic. I would have been writing the game 10 years before that. What the fuck's that guy's name? What?
No, I also have a theory that women don't have to pay for weed until they have a job.
What?
Women don't have to pay for weed until they have a job, Tim.
Eddie is probably like 99.9% right. At least according to my experience over 54 years.
Woo! Candice, have you ever paid for weed?
No.
See? Did you think that was weird? Did you think that was unusual?
Candice.
Is there any other thing in life that you've just been given to free every time?
Tim, let me stop you real quick, buddy. Candice. Yes. How many times before you had a profession where it was not allowed have you partaken of the devil's lettuce? I'm going to give you an over-under of 36. Over or under?
Probably over.
Okay, and you've never paid for it?
Never paid for it, no.
Interesting. Tim, how many times have you partaken of marijuana?
My brother-in-law is a drug dealer.
A lot more than 36.
Okay. How many times have you not paid for it?
Never. You always have to pay for it. What the fuck are you crazy? Sometimes I have to buy extra because I'm going to give it to some chick for free.
Candice, does that shock you?
I don't know. I'd never really thought about it before, but I guess that is shocking.
That's female privilege.
Candice, how many times when you've gone out, you've had guys buy drinks for you, right?
Yeah.
But you've also had to pay for drinks, right?
I have had to pay for drinks, yeah.
Okay. How many times have you bought a guy a drink?
0.
Wow. Very, 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 very interesting. Now, the final, the closer. How many times have you complimented a man that you were not interested in fucking?
Often.
Really?
Yeah. Think of this. How many times have I complimented you and Tim?
Never.
That's not true, and you know it. You are so full of shit.
Compliments.
Okay. They were not backhanded compliments. That was me genuinely appreciating you guys.
No, I know. I'm just teasing. So, Scanner Cop. We open in Candice's house. No.
My childhood home.
This place sucks. Let's just get that out the door, right? Like, oh my God, there's this kid playing with a shitty paper cop car while there's a dude
with the filthiest fucking fingernails I've ever seen.
Oh my God, Tim, I was so skeeved out by that immediately.
They're long fingernails too, especially for a kid, right?
Yeah, a little insight onto Mr. the Axe. He bites his nails.
Oof.
Did you know that?
Why would we know that? Why would we know that?
Did you imagine that? Did you guess that? Could you perceive of that?
I dreamed it.
You know what?
No.
I'd believe it. I'd believe it.
Yeah. You know why?
Because you hate having long fingernails?
Guitar. When I started playing guitar, my left hand having nails on it fucked me up so bad I would just start biting them down and getting rid of them.
And so you just, it became like a habit?
Instead of just like using a pair of nail clippers?
Yeah.
No explanation. Just, yeah.
Well, Tim, do you have a pair of nail clippers on you right now?
Not right on me now, but I could get up and walk with 10 feet and probably have at least 2 of them.
Okay. Do you have teeth on you right now?
Yes.
There you go.
They're in his back pocket.
I can walk up and get them within 5 feet.
So, okay. So yeah, he while there's a dude, he's like digging around looking for drugs to silence the voices in his head, and I'm like, man, I get that.
Very true.
Also, just throw away the fucking empty bottles. Come on, right?
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's such a fucked up thing because you're just gonna tease yourself. You're fucking dying for some fucking pills or some fucking shit, and you're leaving fucking empty pill bottles in fucking closets all over the place.
Why are you keeping them?
They're not going to magically fill up themselves, and you're just going to make disappointment when you look at it again at 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah, this is like that guy with all the suitcases full of dead bodies, the killer.
And then he just leaves around.
Yeah, you're not going to open it and it's going to be an alive person that you can kill again.
Schrodinger's cat.
Oh, true, Candice, very true. So he he gave his kid the last of the pills. And then he goes in and he looks at his face in the mirror. And by the way, anytime there's like drugs involved, don't look in the mirror. That's the lesson.
Yeah, that's not a good idea, yeah.
Because he starts seeing like little heads growing out of his forehead. And
it's a great scene too, right?
It is. It's pretty good. Like, again, I will say with this movie, the practical effects in it,
chef's kiss,
are bad and great, but they're great.
Oh, I know. I have one thing that we forgot to just say, and I'll just say it real quick, and then we'll have to move on. I'll put the special effects up in this movie against Escape from L.A. any day.
Yeah, and you're a stupid son of a bitch, too. But let's just move on.
The special effects in this are better than Escape from L.A., but I would say this is the second best movie of Shuffle Timber. Oh, and by the way, in October, the theme is going to be, it's going to be Barktober. Do you know what that means?
Is it about dogs? Is it killer dog
No,
movies?
It's Clive Barker.
Oh.
But no, we're not actually.
Oh, I met him one time. It took a long time for him to write everybody's book.
Okay,
but
now
that was it.
Now we're inceptioning to that's what led to Candice's Orson Scott Card story. So we're not going to do that. No, it's
Time Shuffle.
I forgot to add that we accidentally stole those books too.
Accidentally?
Poor guy. You stole his book.
Didn't mean to. We were just
and his time.
We were just so excited that we walked right out with them, and we were already home before we're like, "Oh fuck, we didn't pay for these books."
Oh, that sucks.
Candice, all you would have to do is just show the security guards like, "No, this is my book. Look, see, my name is."
Yeah, exactly.
You gave it to me.
Candice walked out. She was limping, and then all of a sudden, she started walking normally. She was the Kaiser Soze.
Security guard tried to smoke a joint with her.
Of the signing.
Oh, I didn't read my user review from IMDb.
Oh, no, you didn't. You know what? Let's do that at the end.
Okay.
That's a teaser. You guys can read the horny, or we can hear the horny user review of fucking Scanner Cop at the end of this. So
Scanner Cop. Ew.
I wonder if it's on Scanner Channel 69. So no. Then the fucking cops pop by, and they're like, all right, well, the landlord's a piece of shit. He's like, he's behind his rent for 2 months. I want him kicked out on the street with his kid.
Oh, with the dad, just stepping back a little bit to the dad looking in the mirror scene and the heads popping out of his head.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Freddy's victims. The souls of his victims trying to pop out of his body and stuff, and in the pizza.
Oh, that's so right. Yes.
And I said, is this a secret Freddy movie?
Ooh, great question, Bobby. Is Scanner Cop a secret Freddy?
Because there are other parts in this movie that tie in.
Okay. Well, you know what you should do is when we get to them, point them out.
I will. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So then the cops pop by, and they're like, "All right, let us into your house." And he's like, "No." And then they bust the door down, and he fucking the dad that's like hearing all the voices and losing his mind, and he's like, "You got to make sure you take your pills, kid. I haven't taken my pills, and this is what'll happen. I'm a cautionary tale."
Also, a cautionary tale for the modern medicine system: the fact that he couldn't afford the medication that would save his life and his child's.
But what's funny about that is that that's never what's indicted in this movie. What's in, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, he has the power to just make the pharmacist give him the drugs, right?
That's so true. Oh my God, Tim, you solved the movie.
Well, that's why we just save time.
Yep. But then the problem is he's got to not take the pills to have the power. Oh.
Let's skip one day.
It's a little bit of the devil's balance, Tim. So the cops pop in, and then they pull their guns and immediately point it at him and his kid. He's got like a fucking straight razor
to the kid's throat, right?
Yeah.
The cops, I can't believe they didn't shoot.
Well, they were going to shoot, but then he scanners one of the cops and throws him through a wall. Then he scanners the other cop and fucking starts like trying to pop his head. And you see all the weird, crazy veins popping up underneath the skin. And you can see like his thumb digging into the weird like prosthetic that's not really the cop's head. By the way, great mustache on this cop.
A lot of great mustaches in this movie because it's all about cops.
But then the kid is like, no, don't do that to him, and scanners him. There's a lot of scannering going on in this movie.
Well, yeah, because the father like scans the kid and like tosses him back on the chair, right?
Well, after he scanners his dad, yeah, then the dad scanners the kid back.
It's like, a scan off.
Knock it off. And then he's like, "Oh shit, sorry."
Yeah, he like hits him in the face too. I was like, "Oh, rookie move."
Yeah,
you got to hit where the bruises don't show.
That's right. You want to do it like.
Is that why that kid's wearing that long ass fucking coat?
Exactly.
Yeah, you want to do it like under their balls. Pow. Anybody's going to go looking under there for a bruise? They're a sex predator.
Exactly. Yep. It's like, well, why were you looking there?
It's one of those things where you better shut up. Yeah.
Tim's writing this down, by the way. This is another Yobo move. If you ever abuse a child, punch them in the taint. So now then the landlord pops in. He's like, "Where's my rent?" And then shotguns the fucking dad. So then the kid scanners the landlord, and he's about to kill him. But then Mustache Cop pops back up. He's like, "No,
Stacy Keach light.
Stacy, what's a light version of a Keach?
An omelet.
No, not a quiche.
Quiche.
Oh, sorry.
No, wouldn't it be a no? Because a quiche is the eggy mess with the crust on it, right? What's it without the crust?
An omelet.
No. There's another word for it. You're fucking me up now.
Ramekin eggs is what we call them.
It is a motherfucker frittata. So Stacy Frittata, father of Nelly Frittata, he's like, "No.
You're like a bird. You need to fly away."
Yes, I don't know where my home is because he's an orphan. And Tim has no idea who Nelly Furtado is. Anyhow, we discover that the boy is a scanner because of his big old hypothalamus.
Yeah, I was like, the hypothalamus regulates homeostasis. It regulates like your hormones and your like body temperature and your heartbeat.
It's like sex drive. It's not anything to do with moving things with your mind.
Of course, then what does? That's the real question.
That's the soul.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it kind of is. We'll find out later. with fucking Xena and the goddamn gateway to hell.
Oh man, that's where it kind of got confusing a little.
Oh, that was the problem with the logic. Okay, Tim. For me, it was the Photoshop montage, but we'll get to it.
I thought they already solved the movie. Just scan the fucking pharmacist into giving you a lifetime supply of the fucking pills.
Yeah, exactly. So then the cop's like, all right, well, this kid's got a big hypothalamus. He takes him to this doctor.
He takes him to Xavier School for Gifted Children.
Oh my God, but not.
If only.
But not. Because the doctor is like, hey, I got this radioactive dye I'm going to inject into his fucking brain.
It's experimental, but it's fine. It's fine. And then he's like rough-handing the kid.
Yeah, and
and this is a point where I was like, wait, so scanners are like common knowledge.
Yeah.
Like, this is just part of this world.
In their universe. Okay.
Yeah, because I want to ask, because later on when the doors open up and you see those people in that ward, are they just crazy, insane people, or are they supposed to be scanners?
That's a great question, Tim. You know what the best part about it is? Never answered. Never answered.
Scan a Cop 2.
We need to watch the rest of these movies, clearly, to get all the backstory.
Yeah, we really need to get into the...
Yeah, because that's how it always works, Candice. All these movies are in continuity.
The whole universe. We need to get into the scanner.
Look at all those Hellraiser movies.
MCU, eat your heart out. Scanner you.
We need to get into the scanner cop-averse. Like, just the cop ones. So, then the cop, I guess, just takes the kid home. Because, like, that's something you can do.
It sounds like this isn't the first time that he's done it, either.
Yeah, because his wife is...
I'm like, back in the day, when you could just bring a kid home and keep him because you're cool. Don't worry, it's cool.
He's like, well, I never thought about being a dad, really. And, you know, me and Linda never had a kid or whatever, but...
Which one do you think he's infertile or she's infertile?
I think what happens is they keep stealing children that are, like, from broken homes. And it's like a chilled people under the stairs sort of thing.
Oh, God.
They just have like a basement full of the ones that were rejected.
No.
Oh, and they're down there making little license plates and he's selling them to the prison?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And when they become too much of a handful, he's just chopping them off to the doctor.
Yep.
Oh, my God. That makes so much sense. So now we cut to a couple of cops at a diner just getting shot for no reason.
Yeah, that was so confusing. I was like, the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, they just walk in. And by the way, let's start talking about the ethnicity of every criminal in this.
Yes. Every bad guy is not white.
Yeah.
And it's the only minorities you ever see in this movie.
Literally.
How do you think that's scary?
Oh. And, no. To be fair, also, when the cops hallucinate... when somebody hallucinates...
Yes, I have written down, that dude's a fucking racist.
Every hallucination of a bad guy is a minority or a monster or a bug, apparently, or a doctor.
No, there is a white guy who gets the view, right? When he's going at the Commander Daddy.
Okay.
Oh, God, okay. Tim.
Commander Daddy. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm no longer Eddie the Axe. I'm Commander Daddy. Let's just go with that from here on out. So, Candice, you have to call me.
Because you don't know. They're playing it off. Like, do they know each other? Do they not know each other? Does the rest of the police force know that they're related? What's going on?
Because relationship.
Because we cut to he raised the kid, and 15 years later, he's Scanner Cop. And that's his name is Scanner Cop, because I did not fucking bother to remember his name.
Skanakopsky.
Skanakopsky.
Wait, is it? Holy shit, that's kind of close to his real name.
I think it's like
Sam. What was it?
Oh, God, it was something, kind of Polish sounding. Like Stanizin or something like that.
Stan Stanizin. That was his name. Samuel Stasiak.
Stasiak, okay.
He's a Stasiak on the force. And he's scanning like he's never scanned before. I'm having too much fun. We got to stop this. We really do. Anyhow.
Because it's a great movie. That's
really
why it's
is.
fun to talk
so
about.
Now
right?
we cut to a newspaper guy who just hallucinates that the cop is Tracy Morgan.
Man.
It's so bad.
It's really incredible.
Really bad. Where does this take place, by the way? Do they ever say? Because he lives
this
in
is Los
LA.
Angeles. Yeah, there's like signs everywhere that it's Los Angeles.
That's right, because it also he says he lives in the hills. Like, okay, LAPD. This was what was it? 94. When was? Never mind. There was a very famous incident of a black man being beaten near death by the LAPD
Never
in
heard
the
of it.
90s. Tim, that you might have heard of.
Was that before 94 or
That's
after?
what I was trying to recall.
God damn it, because that would be the Sublime song.
What?
There was a Sublime song that was about like the riots. And it was like they were caused by the release of that video.
Oh my God. So that was 92. Tim, this is after the LA riot. Oh God, so fucking tone deaf. So they're just like, no, we should still just start blaming the minority.
Yeah, I like how that jogged your memory and you knew exactly what the fuck I was talking about. Thank you.
To be fair. No, it was the LA riots that jogged my memory because, okay, so, yeah. God damn it. Was this filmed before then? Then, like, what's
this movie came out in 95, right?
No, it came out in 94. But
this could easily be a movie that takes like fucking 2 or 3 years on the shelf before it gets put out, right? And even if it doesn't, that's not like that long of a time between the riots and the movie. Wait, that's not something that should be conscious about.
I don't think this was sitting on the shelf for long because the kid in the beginning with the hair, that is a mid-90s haircut right there.
Yep. So Scanner Cop was a reaction to the LA riots, is what my... They're like, if only we could read their mind and know which ones of them are criminals. Wait a minute, I have an idea for a movie. Oh my God. So yeah, the newspaper guy just sees Tracy Morgan and just beats him with a crowbar, but it's a cop, clearly. And then the dude gets shot to death.
My question here is, I mean, spoiler alert, whatever, fuck it, right? If you haven't seen this movie by now, it's on you.
Yeah.
Why not give this guy a gun? After what you've obviously had to do to the newspaper guy to get him in that situation where he sees a cop, he goes up and he starts beating him. Mm-hmm. Why not give him a gun instead of giving him a fucking crowbar?
Yeah, because the problem is the diner guy had a gun.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Well, it's because he lives in LA.
No, it's just... Yeah, it's a 24-hour diner. Of course you have to have that, right?
By the way, 24-hour diner in LA, no.
Oh my God, wait a second, Eddie. Holy fucking shit. The guy's name is Kim. He says Mr. Kim, so that means he's Korean.
I was going to bring it up, Tim, that the only...
Yeah, holy fucking shit.
It's the rooftop Korean trope.
Yes,
Candice,
is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
When the LA riots were going on in Koreatown in LA, there were some Korean dudes that just climbed on top of their stores with guns and were like, come rob me, motherfucker.
Okay.
And that's become a thing that certain political groups really like to point to. For like, stand your ground, castle doctrine. Look, even minorities like guns. It's
true.
Fucking weird.
Everybody likes guns.
No, I know. But yeah, so Kim, oh my God, yeah, Tim, that's true. Kim's Diner.
What was the newspaper's guy's name?
I don't know, Tim. Are you gonna really
Reginald? Mr. Denny?
Mr. Belvedere. He was pissed off because he sat on his balls too hard.
No, but for real, why not give everybody a fucking gun or a fucking shotgun or a fucking...
Well, you're right.
An Uzi.
I was very amused by how everybody had a weapon very close to hand at any point in this movie. That they could just like lean over and then just whack somebody with it.
Well, one day, Candice, people are going to be trying to escape this place.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. So then he just gets fucking shot. Then we cut to this broad getting a newspaper. And Tim, immediately I saw her and I was like, okay, this is Tim's type.
You would think, but not really.
All right, so this was my type. I like the you guys never, you say I never say this enough. So, okay, I'm like, all right, I'm down with this one. Like,
okay,
just
you're down with Xena.
Just, just crazy enough, decent hair.
The woman has a huge mouth.
She was on Friday the 13th, the series. Tim. Yeah, she was.
Oh, Roby?
She was Lady Di in A Cup of Time.
Oh, yeah. I remember that episode.
The teacup episode.
Yeah, wasn't it like if you drank out of the teacup, like you'd become immortal or something?
Yeah. She was in there. No, not immortal.
Oh, yeah. She kind of looks like a little bit like a Karen Black type,
yes,
right?
Yeah, a little bit like a young Karen Black type. Not bad. Anyhow.
Karen minority.
Karen African American. Wait a minute, that doesn't happen. There's no such thing as a Karen minority. They're always white women and they want the manager.
That's right. I was going to say, you can't have Karen now.
So then we cut to 8 Ball.
Oh my God. Is his name really 8 Ball, or are they just calling him that because he has all the 8 Ball over his hat, his fucking shirt?
So
I didn't get a look at his sneakers. I bet they have a fucking 8 Ball in the back of them. So
Scanner Cop shows up and okay, we got to go through the whole thing with Scanner Cop first. So Scanner Cop shows up and it's his first day on the force. He's like dropping his shotgun on the ground. We find out that he's got these pills he's supposed to take every day. Remember the prequel? And then, so 8 Ball, if you're a drug dealer, don't call yourself 8 Ball.
And don't advertise it, right? Because this motherfucker, if he's getting chased, he literally has to strip down to his underwear, and there's a good chance there's an 8 Ball in his fucking underwear, too.
That's like being a prostitute named Pussy Seller.
Pussy Seller. Or Horror Hoochie.
Yeah, Horror Hoochie 69, exactly. So I'm like, bad nickname for a drug dealer. So they bust him. And next we cut to this doctor.
There's a lot of cuts, too. This movie goes at a breakneck pace.
Very, very.
It does. It moves.
So they bust him, and you're like, well, okay, this will come up later, maybe. Kind of does, kind of doesn't. We go to this other cop brings a criminal, and they call them all gangbangers. Which, by the way, that also is.
Oh my God! Yeah, the guy who's obviously been driven around 3 times around before they got to the hospital.
I'm not 100. What is a gangbanger? I've never been 100% sure.
It's a guy who him and a bunch of his friends all fucked the same woman.
Huh. That sounds so innocent.
Well, I think the other term would be is it gang? Well, you have to be not just in a gang, but you have to be like one of the fighters.
Yeah, you're one of the foot soldiers of the gang. You're one of the guys that's going out and stopping people,
going bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, either literally like dealing on the streets or stopping people from encroaching upon your turf. If The Wire has taught me anything, that's another show you should watch, Candice. The Wire.
I'm never gonna watch it ever.
The Wire's very good. I think you actually would like The Wire.
Can't see like who uses a cell phone like that? That's crazy.
I think you actually would like The Wire. It's a lot more intelligent.
I don't believe
than Breaking
you.
Bad. Yeah?
No, I do not believe you. No.
Okay.
Don't believe us. Just believe like what? Like 90% of the Earth.
Yeah, 90% of the Earth was like Breaking Bad so fucking good.
Everybody else is wrong, Candice.
Then the doctor that's supposed to treat the gangbanger. Can we not call him? I'm gonna call him Carl. The doctor that was supposed to treat Carl freaks out on the cop and sees him as a scary monster and then just fucking scalpels his ass. Right? And we've heard that all of these other incidents of cops getting killed, the commander, which is Scanner Cop's dad, has been like, oh, these are just a coincidence. He shows up to see what happened at the hospital, and there's a death card on the victim, and it says, unrelated, Commander. Smirk.
And the commander thinks about it, and he's like, wait, these are related.
Commander Daddy.
Commander Daddy, these are related. Ooh. So the commander's like, damn, well, it's too bad that the person who perpetrated the murders is catatonic. If only... The nurse is like, if only there was somebody who could read his mind.
She's not a nurse, she's a doctor.
The doctor's like, if only there's somebody who could read his mind.
Sexist. It's a woman, of course it's a nurse. She can't be a doctor. It's insane.
Well, she's a psychiatrist. She's not like a real doctor.
No, that's a chiropractor.
Right. Yeah, they're like a chiropractor of your brain. Psychiatrists.
Even though they have medical degrees.
Yeah, but what's our understanding of the brain, really? I mean, we're not that good with it.
I mean, they're scanners, so...
Up until the 70s, homosexuality was considered a mental disorder.
It was still considered deviant until the 90s.
That's true. And that's psychiatry for you, ladies and gentlemen. So, Scanner Cop and his new partner go to an ice factory.
Okay, Tom Cruise.
Where 8-Ball worked at the ice factory, I guess. Now, Tim...
Is that how they get to the ice factory?
Yeah, they said at the beginning of the scene, they were like, this is where 8-Ball works.
Yeah. Hey, let's go to 8-Ball's place of employment. And Scanner Cop's like, yes, sir. So they go there. I guess they're packing Coke and ice. And to me, that sounds stupid.
This is like the Bruce Lee movie. I think I can't always get it mixed up. It's either it's not Fist of Fury. It must be Chinese Connection. Where they have the drugs in the middle of the ice.
I just think of the grind bin and all the stupid ways that people smuggle drugs. They can add Scanner Cop in there.
So you've got a frozen liquid that thaws out rapidly, right? And it becomes a liquid, and you're storing a dry
powdery substance in it
inside of it.
No, you wrap up the powder really good.
Oh, really good. Hold on.
Put it in like a waterproof bag, like one of those food saver things.
Trust the drug dealers to wrap the powder up really. Did you say really good, Tim?
I think there's a little thing called the Mexican cartel where that's kind of like a given. That if your job is to pack up the drugs, you do it really good.
Okay, so you wrap it up really good.
I pack up drugs real good.
Okay. Seems like not the best place to
vacuum seal it with your mom's vacuum sealer.
Oh, with the seal-a-meal?
Yeah, exactly. Use that.
Yeah. So use the seal-a-meal. You sous vide the Coke. It's very, very, very good. You can bring it up to exactly the temperature you want it at and hold it there for as long as you want.
But when they discover the Coke inside the ice, they say a great line.
And what is that?
This ice also has snow.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, somebody put Coke in my ice instead of ice in my Coke.
So that would be better. That would have been a lot better.
Not really. but okay. So, yeah, then all of a sudden, it seems dumb. Then they get into a shootout, and a guy with a meat hook comes out and tries to meat hook Scanner Cop, and then but then Scanner Cop, because he forgot to take his pill that day, can scanner his arm.
Now, is that guy somebody that's being controlled by Richard Lynch, or is that just somebody who is like, "Fucking, I'm going to kill a cop today"? I think he just said,
"Fucking, I'm going to kill a cop today."
Yeah, I think this was just a drug dealer that was going to kill a cop.
It doesn't have a search warrant, so standing my ground.
Yeah. Well, they didn't have a search warrant. That's a very good point, to be honest with you.
The drug dealers say that, too. They're like, do you have a warrant?
The cops are like, no, we're just going to cool our heels over here. Why aren't we allowed to do that? And it's like, well, because of, like, property law. But whatever. No.
So that's when you just shut the fuck up and call a lawyer.
Yeah, that's true. But there's no lawyers in this movie. I think they've all been killed by the scanner. If there were scanners, Tim, to be fair, you could just explode somebody's head apropos of nothing. There would be no lawyers.
Well, we're going to find out what the scanners can do in this. If there's really scanners, eventually there's going to be no need for lawyers.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, he did it. Yeah, no, she didn't do it. Yes, no, she did it. Yes.
As fast and loose as they're playing with the scanner ability in this movie.
They just got a scanner guy just driving around in a van, driving through a neighborhood.
That'd be a vanner. Right?
Oh, God.
Eddie, what the fuck happened to you?
And I told you guys I'm on a roll. So then Scanner Cop's dad's like, look, we need you to go scanner the guy so you can go in his brain and see what's going on. And he's like, no, Dad, I'll never use my powers like that. And just then the janitor walks by, is like, do you need me to empty your trash? And they're like, no, janitor guy that's never going to come up again. We'll see you later. Well,
he's one of the producer's friends.
Later, we see Psychic Lady in a... By the way, the spray that they use to knock people out.
I was just thinking that little spray bottle where that's fucking incredible.
It's like you would mist your cat with to like get away.
Mm-hmm.
It's the date rape spray.
It's so inefficient though, because it's of like varying degrees of potency. Some people one spray, they're done. Some people like 9 sprays. Mm-hmm. You got to like really stick with it.
What if it's windy?
Plus, those bottles are not reliable. Like nothing worked better than the cloth, Tim. You know what I mean? You put the thing on the cloth,
the old-fashioned way. Sometimes the old ways are the best ways, right?
Yeah. Or you know what? Dart in the neck.
I always wonder with darts. Doesn't it like really fucking hurt? And like, what do you just pull the dart out?
By then it's over though, Tim. Dart in the neck, you're like, shit.
You wake up on an island, there's a bunch of rich people chasing your ass.
Yeah. But they do, because their first impulse is that they put their fingers around it to hold the dart up, the prop dart, and they're like, oh, and then they fall over. So it's got to be painful, but I don't know. I love a good dart in the neck. I think we've been missing it for years. We got to bring it back.
We as a society need darts in the neck.
Yeah. Imagine that was the new like date rape concern. Is dudes with blowguns.
Well, think about it. They got to go through metal detectors, right?
Oh, damn. That's such a good... Okay, you know what? We can't release the podcast. People are going to be hijacking planes with blowguns that they made out of bamboo.
Oh. And then like 8 years later when it happens, they predict.
Tim Yobo predicted the metal detector free dart in the neck. Although the needle of the dart, that's metal. That's going to be...
Okay, well, join our Patreon for the way I can figure out a work.
You could probably just like 3D print yourself one.
What was the movie where it was you put it back together gun and the bullet was hidden in the key? What the fuck was?
Oh,
in the Line of Fire. Yeah,
right?
There you go. So you just the needles in the keychain.
That's how I used to get my fucking joints into concerts. You put them in a pack of cigarettes. Yeah. You throw the pack of cigarettes on the tray when you're going through the metal detector.
Yeah, no one's going to go through your cigarettes. That's a good point.
Yeah. But there's fucking 38,000 people behind me. Let's keep the
true.
line going.
They're not being paid enough to care. That's why I always sneak snacks into the movie theater. Because the people working there are not paid enough to fucking care. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but that's where they make... here's where they're a little bit crazy. Because they should care. Because that's where the movie theater makes all their money.
I mean,
and that's where they're getting paid from.
Like a bucket.
So if the movie theater doesn't make any money,
I'm not sneaking a bucket of popcorn in there. I've just got like...
I don't know. I think you're fucking those kids out of jobs.
I'm fucking the kids out of... You know what? Pay them a living wage. That's not my problem.
Well, if somebody would buy more popcorn when they went to the theater.
Oh, what a catch-22. He got you.
That's fair. Okay, you know what? Next time, Tim, I'll buy popcorn next time I go to the theater. How about that?
Yeah, okay, good. Because we all know that when people who own businesses make extra money, the first thing they do is give it to their employees.
Yeah, exactly. I saw a meme about that where a guy's like, listen, I went to a middle-class neighborhood and slid $10 into the mail slot of all of their houses. I'm sure that money's going to trickle down to the poor real quick. Yeah. So he gets sprayed in the face. They drag him off. And it turns out what they're doing is they're taking people, they're figuring out what their PTSD is, right? Their traumas. Mm-hmm. And then they're showing them like
aversion videos.
They're basically doing like clockwork orange crushing them. Like they can't afford an orange. So they're like,
yeah, they're doing it on speed.
Yeah, so they're just injecting them with shit, and then they've only got 2 pictures instead of a big slideshow.
And see, here's what's a little bit crazy, because I was not, I wouldn't say disappointed, because whatever, the fucking villain in this movie, the villain is Richard Lynch. But I was thinking that they were going to be like,
that's what I thought too,
like that, or like she's supposed to have like some kind of psychic powers because of what she's doing with the fucking cards and all that stuff.
She does have psychic powers, though. She does, yeah.
Does she?
Yeah, because she reads his whole shit, remember?
I just thought it was obvious that he was a cop, the way he looked.
It was obvious he was an orphan, too.
I mean...
Well, most of the people are going to go to a psychic palm reader. They're not in the best of life
orphans,
places anyway.
Notorious for loving psychic palm readers.
Yeah.
Well, just think about it this way. If you go to a palm reader, you get 2 for 1, right? You're not just going to be talking to your dead mom or dead dad.
What if they didn't die? What if they just left you?
That's a good point.
Oh, that's true. Well, you can find out then, because at least you know they're not dead.
Oh.
When you went and left and got that pack of cigarettes, did you ever plan on coming back?
No, that makes sense.
Why'd you have to take mom with you,
a lot
too?
of the orphans have a grudge to saddle, so they're like, where the fuck are my parents at? I'm going to go. And then the psychic's like, Annie, are you okay?
Oh, my God. What's wrong with you?
Oh,
Tim, I did it. I brought back the little orphan Annie. Smooth criminal joke.
You know what's funny now? I think since that show came out, I've heard that song at least like 3 times, just on a TV.
Dude, it's a banger.
Like that.
Come on. Smooth Criminal's a fucking bang. Okay, you could hate Michael Jackson for his alleged crimes. Understood. But dude made some.
No, it's not even that. No.
Banger.
I didn't like his. I never liked his music from Off the Wall.
You really?
Just it was never my style of music.
I never liked.
Right off the bat.
Yeah, I never liked Michael Jackson either. Like, why?
So you didn't like Beat It?
No.
Okay, you know who the guitar player was on Beat It, Tim?
Who?
It was a good one. I'll say that. You can look it up after this. So that's going to be your homework, Tim. I want you to look that up for me. So,
okay,
yeah. So they're injecting them with.
Oh well, who gives a shit about him? His music sucks too. Eddie Van Halen.
Who is it?
Oh yeah, he's a shitty guitar player, Candice. You're right.
No. You can't say that.
I just did.
I'm surprised, but that's not like, oh wow, there's one person who's in a rock band that's doing the song. I should like it.
Yeah, that's a dumb thing to say, Eddie. That's a stupid thing to say.
Just saying. Oh, okay, you're right. You know what, Tim? 90% of America said that Michael Jackson was the king of pop. So you're just going to disagree with that?
90%
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, 90% of people said Breaking Bad was good too. So fuck them.
Yeah, Tim, you're on Candice's team.
Candice has a point there. No, that's just my personal opinion. I was never a Michael, so it wasn't like when that shit came out about him, I was like, oh fuck, I hate that guy now.
Completely indifferent.
I like that he agrees with you on your premise, Candice, but he still disagrees with you on Breaking Bad.
He understands the logic now, though.
There you go. See, we're building bridges.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's how bridges are made.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeff Bridges.
So the...
Holy shit, it's really raining. I got.
We programmed the guy so that he's going to go Manchurian candidate the cops, right? Then the next day, the cops are all in their community shower, dressed.
Yeah. Oh,
The janitor pops in. He trips the fuck out and picks up one of their just errant floor shotguns.
Yeah, I was like, good thing they have unsecured shotguns just sitting around the police locker room.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Hanging around.
Cops' shotguns are in their car, locked up. They're not in the fucking locker room, just chilling. Although, LAPD 94, maybe. I don't know.
That's why they have tanks.
Hey, actually, hold on here. My wife's mother was a cop in California and did training in the LA area. I'll ask her if they just left their shotguns on the floor in the locker room. So he fucking picks it up and then fucking blicks out like 3 cops. Just goes. By the way, again, Tim, who does he envision?
Minority.
Not white people.
No, because it's the Vietnam vet,
fair,
right?
Fair. PTSD, Vietnam, that's fair. That's a real thing.
No, it's not. That's some psychology shit right there. That ain't real.
Yeah, veterans. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now I'm back on your side, kid. Psychology's bullshit.
PTSD is fake. Just people are lazy.
Yeah, it's all astrology.
They just want a handout.
Mercury was in retrograde, so that's what caused it to happen. So, oh man. Then I guess that they find out that the changes.
Use your words like a big boy.
Dude, I'm trying to break down the story and it makes no fucking sense.
No, it makes I think this is when they go to the hospital with Scanner Cop and he's going to become Scanner Cop.
Yeah,
he's going to talk to the guy
because it has the Commander Daddy, Scanner Cop, and the Lieutenant. And the doctor, the female doctor, the fake doctor comes out.
Okay. Here's what I was stumbling over. Candice, we've established that the victim guy was nonverbal, right? They're like, oh, that guy's a vegetable. He's nonverbal, yada, yada, right? Then your doctor lady walks out and she's like, yeah, I don't know. I guess he was just programmed to kill people in uniform. How the fuck did you figure that out from a nonverbal person?
Oh, no, because he is calm. He's like in a coma until they walk in and the Scanner Cop, who's not Scanner Cop yet, is in his police uniform. And then that's when the guy freaks out and he tries to go after Scanner Cop. So I guess she's just making a leap, putting 2 and 2 together?
No. So to say he was programmed implies somebody abducted him and changed his logic train in his brain.
He has an aversion.
Right, but they didn't say he's got an aversion to police officers. They said he was programmed. That's the thing that... Anyhow, this fucking movie. This piece of shit.
I guess Eddie doesn't think that woman could be that smart to figure
Although, apparently she's an eyeful, because when she comes out to talk to them, like the lieutenant with the bald head and the mustache... is eye fucking the shit out of her. And yeah, I expected him to say something
he is so
about
gross.
How she's like a hot tomato or something. But he doesn't. He doesn't say a thing. This was just all like... This is all just... It was all his eye acting. He was just like eyeballing the shit out of her.
I got to admit, I secretly loved the lieutenant in this. Lieutenant Brown.
I thought if I was a Scanner Cop, I would Scanner Cop him to stumble in front of a bus.
Mark
Dude
Ralston.
Is huge asshole.
Complete asshole.
I thought he was going to be a big part of the movie.
Good actor, and he's got 184 credits, by the way. He's in Bosch. You know that show you've heard of? Bosch?
I think I've watched.
He was also in The Shawshank Redemption. I don't know if you've ever heard of that one, Tim. He was Boggs Diamond, and he was also in Aliens as Private Drake.
Huh.
I don't remember Private Drake.
That must be one of them got killed quick.
I was going to say, he wasn't like a name, but he was in Aliens.
He was the guy with the glasses.
Yeah, he was like, I'll go check it out, and then never came back. He was that guy. So, yeah, then they go back and he fucking mind links with the dude. And it's just like...
Yeah, this is when it became apparent that scanners are just everyday knowledge. Because the Commander Daddy comes in, and he's like, don't worry, he's a scanner. He's going to scan him. And she's like, oh, he's a scanner? I heard that if they don't take their medication in 3 days, they're like a ticking time bomb. It's like,
keep saying Commander Daddy, by the way. I like that.
Oh, God,
I'm not making a note of when you said Commander Daddy. I'm going to cut that out just for personal use.
Commander Daddy.
Oh, now it's gross.
See, look at
That's your version. That's your version. It's going to be like the two tones. Anyway, Commander Daddy or Commander Daddy.
No, don't do that now. You know what? You ruined it for me.
Commander Daddy, Commander Daddy.
It was when you weren't consenting to it and playing along. Like...
Now
if you know I'm taking the picture, then it's a problem.
And into it.
Yeah. Oh, goddamn. I'm having a day. Let me just tell you.
No kidding. You're having a good old time.
I really am. Scanner Cop's really good. So, yeah, they do the brain link thing, and he sees the scary monster guy through his eyes, right? And they kind of stare at each other and twitch at each other.
Creature effects, too.
It is pretty good. I mean, and they do it really... The thing they do with it that's so great is you just see it for a second, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't linger.
Yeah, because if it lingers too long, then you know it's going to fuck up the entire effect. But the insect one that happens later, like all of the creature effects that are just flashes are really well done. That brevity of it helps it a lot.
And it's also a good thing, too, because it shows you the guy stabbing him in the chest, where if that's a cop, that's going to be a lot harder to do than doing that to a dummy on the set, right?
Yeah, that's fair. Because if it was a cop, then, you know, there'd have to be a person that you're stabbing into, and that's hard to do the practical.
Put the squibs all over the place,
and
right?
they actually...
Cut 1, 2, 3, get him a new shirt, get more squibs on it. Just do it to the fucking
and then it just kind of like wiggles weird like a puppet, like, and it works, you know. But this is too much for him, so he like bangs his head on the desk real quick. He's like, ugh, and then pops up. He's like, oh, I gotta go do the thing where you throw water on your face and that makes you better.
Yeah,
Tim, that bothers you? That trope?
I mean, it's just you see it so many times.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever been like, I've seen this in a movie, I'm going to give it a shot?
Of course I've done it because I see it in movies, but the only time I remember really doing it is like if I come in, it's like really fucking super hot out and I'm like really super sweaty. Just splash some cold water on your face real quick, but not if I'm upset or going through like a big decision or something like that.
Yeah, when you're washing your face, like not a crazy person.
Right. Not when you're like having a nervous breakdown, but when you actually have like shit on your face of some sort. Like then it makes sense. But yeah, no, I will tell you this.
I just put my face in the toilet and get the bidet.
I'll tell you this. Having converted to a shaving my head guy, dude, just a little cold water in the hand right on top of the head. Oh my God. So good. No, it just cools you down. You want to cool down quick, man? Just a little cold water on the head? So good. So I guess they, like us, forgot about the guy that they were interrogating with the scanner cop. Because they're like, oh shit, the guy. They go in there. He just broke some glass and then cut his like guillotined himself.
In their defense, he was catatonic and nonverbal.
That's fair.
Until the other day when he wasn't. He was going fucking crazy, and then you just scan the guy. Who knows what that does to his brain, right?
They should have put him on homicide and suicide watch.
Yeah, it was a real Epstein situation.
He suicided himself.
Yeah.
He fell 4 times on the glass.
He fell backwards on 19 bullets. So then on the way home, Scanner Cop happens on 2 guys robbing a lady, not raping her. I was very happy about that.
That's
because
true.
I thought it was going to go to rape. You know, you see a woman walking home alone.
And you think, what would I do in this situation?
Right. You're like, A, I'm going to rob her. B, I'm going to rape her. They go to rob her. She doesn't have anything. You're like, okay, well, you know.
I wasted my time coming over here. You owe me.
I think
I might
you
as
just
well,
move on.
you know.
While I'm here. Let me get my spray bottle out.
By the way, Tim, what ethnicity were the 2 people robbing the girl? Were they white?
You got.
They were not white.
Oh no! Yeah, well, you didn't ask me what color they weren't.
Well, just you know what? Because I'm not. I just want to point out that the movie is literally painting every bad person as being a minority, except for the doctor.
Yeah, but is this really different than any other movie this time?
94?
It's true.
Yeah. Look at 94. Look
Okay.
what other kind of action movies came out in 94, like Die Hard, Sylvester Stallone movies.
Okay. Top
shit
action
like that.
movies of 1994. Number 1, Leon the Professional. That was a pedophile. Never mind. Number 2, True Lies. Who was the bad guy in True Lies, Tim?
Oh, they were Arab.
Oh,
They were Arab. Okay.
yeah.
Number 3,
That's
Clear
right.
and Present Danger. Never mind. Oh, what? Wait, I got you. Number 4, Speed.
Okay,
Hopper.
Dennis
Yeah,
Hopper.
yeah,
Okay,
there
that's
you
But
go.
one.
he was doing Yellowface, so
The Crow. Those were white people.
Okay, Michael Wincott, and but the
Shit.
sister,
Okay.
the one who's the incestuous sister, is
We've got
Asian, right?
The Mask. What?
wait,
The Mask.
that's
Yeah,
not an
yeah,
action movie.
Jim Carrey. Yeah, it is. He shoots that guy with a bunch of guns, remember? Street Fighter. No, never mind.
Wait, Raul
Natural
Julia, he's white, right?
Candice, you brought it back around. I love it. Last one, Natural Born Killers. That's all white people, but they were the heroes, kind of. Oh, Death Wish 5, too, The Face of Death. Boom.
There you go. That just really seals the whole
deal.
fucking movie, right?
Okay, so maybe you're right. Maybe we weren't ready.
I'm not saying it's
That's
right.
how it
I'm
was.
just saying in those movies at that time.
But
Exactly,
to be fair, we
that's
were
how it
also
was.
woke because that was when the Hilary Duff Karate Kid movie came out.
Oh
You
my
remember
God,
that, Tim?
Yes.
That was a good movie, huh? Anyhow.
Where's the fucking
So,
stool? When you...
yeah, they...
Oh, God.
Jesus.
That's how that movie should have ended. She gets the crane kick.
She just gets $1 Million Baby. Pull the plug on her. Oh, my God. That would have been so much sadder.
Oh,
She tries to chew her own tongue.
plug on, machine on, machine off, machine on, machine off.
Oh, God. So, yeah,
He's just sitting there with that little drum thing, back and forth.
It's going along with her heart. Doot, 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 doot. And credits. Wow, that movie was a bummer. Anyhow, so I have that Scanner Cop stops them because he scanners one of the guy's hands when he was going to go to shoot Scanner Cop. And then the other guy, he makes him repeatedly cartwheel away. Like,
Oh, no, this isn't a cartwheel. He clearly had, like... Yeah,
No, this
he
is
clearly
some
had, like, a
wire.
wire around his waist, and he was just flipping around like Cirque du Soleil.
It was so stupid. And he just, and he
But I
flies.
liked it.
I did love the little like inside the brain voice argument they were having for a minute. He's like, "I'm gonna do him myself," and Scanner Cop's like, "Yeah, you're not gonna do me yourself."
Yeah.
By the way, this guy, one of the worst actors I've ever fucking heard.
The robber or Scanner Cop?
Cop?
Scanner Cop. His line delivery is insane.
He's got the saddest, most punchable face that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He looks like Charlie Hebdo.
Charlie Hebdo?
As an actual person. Maybe
Wasn't that the French magazine, Hebdo.
Yeah. Whatever that, because his first name is Charlie, so it looks like he looks like that.
Who did I had this guy pegged as somebody else. What was it? Hold on, I'm looking at pictures of him again because I had another.
He looks like the brother from Weeds.
Yeah, okay. I could see that. Oh no, I have the. Never mind. I have with the.
He looks like Chris Kattan.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. Okay. Yeah, no, I had the when they're performing the autopsy, I had the assistant pegged as somebody else. Never mind. So, oh God. So yeah, he makes the guy fly through the air like a bad projectile. And then just that's that. Cool. Next day, Scanner Cop, I guess he's up in his valley house listening to a soccer game.
Yeah, how the fuck
away.
Does a police commander have a house like that?
They don't. LAPD lives in Santa Clarita. They do not live in LA. That's just a thing. They can't afford to live there. Plus, there's a big thing with cops not living where they work.
You don't shit where you eat.
That, and it's easier for them to be detached from the community if they don't live in it.
Okay.
It's not good.
There's a new cop here, and he's from Springfield, and that's 3 hours away.
Wait,
He's driving 3 hours
twice
to get to work.
6 hours.
Yeah, just one way, 3 hours.
So, Candice, I would ask myself, first of all, how old of a cop is he?
30s.
So this isn't his first job, so he couldn't find another cop gig 3 hours away from his house. That's how far away he had to get to another precinct.
When I heard people gossiping at the Dollar General about it, my eyebrow raised. I was like, oh. I was like, that's not good.
See, this is like on To Catch a Predator. Remember that show with Chris Hansen? When they would be like, this guy jumped on a bus and he rode 4 hours fucking out to Connecticut to bang this kid, right? And I just remember thinking, like, I don't know what would be worth driving 3 hours away for, because then you also have to drive the 3 hours back.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. But that show always got me because it's like, exactly like you said, it's just really showing how much of a fucking sick motherfucker they are, that they will drive 5 hours. And it just, the excuse too is, I'm going to drive 5 hours just to talk.
And for best case scenario.
And I just happen to have a six pack of wine coolers with me. And
for best case scenario, some mid pussy. Like, not even good, because
they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. That's really what you're going for? I mean, come on, man. Anyhow, so Scanner Cup's listening to a soccer game like miles away and remembering like, oh, my dad, he was freaking out with the voices. So you're like, oh shit, he's freaking out with the voices. But then he just like meditates it away real quick.
1, 2, 3, yes. You gotta keep
into
this
the
movie
nose,
going,
out through
right?
the mouth. Then the commander gets on the horn. He's like, all right, listen, all the cops have to be plain clothes. And they cut to the shitty doctor and the psychic. And he's like, yes, this is all part of my plan. I guess, and
I'm thinking, is he trying to get these cops to walk around in just their underwear?
Which is like, that was, he cared about that part of it.
Boxers with hearts on them.
Like, when you know what the doctor's motivation is that he wants to kill the commander, why the fuck does he care about them being plainclothes?
I think
Maybe
he's just
because the
trying
commander's
to
never in
humiliate them,
uniform?
right? Like, show.
Commander.
Yeah,
That's true.
Okay,
But
whatever.
I don't know. They
But
could
then
have done a
there are
little
these
bit
two
more with
loser
that,
cops
but-
that high five. They're like, "Yes, we don't have to wear our uniforms anymore. Yeah,
clothes,
we can
finally.
finally be normal looking guys." So, Scanner Cop number 5's the fucking case files. By the way,
Oh yeah, that's like apparently if you have telepathy and telekinesis, you're also a speed reader.
yeah, because guy's like, "Let me get you a cup of coffee. You're gonna be here overnight." And, Lieutenant Brown, he's like, "Yeah, okay. Oh, cream, by the way." Because a cop would just drink their coffee black. That's manly with no cream. Even though it used to be aristocratic, it used
I
to
think
be
they
like
just don't like to mix.
all right, that's good. Okay. So yeah, he just like fucking number 5 is alive through the documents real quick. And, but
Oh, he's going to number 5 pretty soon,
yeah.
too.
And he's like, "Oh, wait a second. Wasn't there a piece of evidence that was included with this?" The guy's like, "Well, you read that already? What the fuck?" It's like, "Yeah. Where's the evidence?" It's like, "I guess it's over here. We dusted it for prints. What are you going to do? Your scanner thing to it?" Like, he's like flippant about scanners in a universe where we know about scanners. And the guy's like, "Ugh, yeah, come on." He looks at, and literally it's a tarot card that on the back of it is like literally calling out the commander, like unrelated
Commander, yes. Commander Daddy's got to pull his card.
It's like,
let's skip over.
this is actually a problem, right? So then we cut to the autopsy that's going on, where the psychiatrist is performing an autopsy, I guess, Candice?
Well, they do have medical degrees.
Cool. And she's also got the old man with the shovel from Home Alone next to her while she performs the autopsy. Just watching.
Well, someone's got to put the body in salt.
Oh, that's true. Preserve it. So then it turns out that they've been injecting, I guess, LSD into their brain and then just telling them to hold it until they get their trigger that causes them to hallucinate.
They're
edging.
That
is that what they're edging? First of all, injecting LSD into your brain wouldn't work like that. That's not how LSD
Wouldn't that just kill you?
Yeah, that would kill you. Right. Second of all, if you've ever taken LSD, that's also not how that works. Like, it doesn't just like, okay, I'm going to tell you a word, and when you hear that word, you're going to think of bacon or whatever.
What, can you even shoot LSD?
It's sublingual, Tim.
Right?
You don't inject it into blood. Like, that's not how it works. Anyhow, meanwhile, we cut to the psychic abducting tennis woman. And the doctor, like, stroking a badge that he got from somewhere. I don't know where he got the badge from. But he's like, yes, I guess we're going to have to change the way that we do this with his little badge.
Well, maybe we're going to find out that's something that he had from the end of the movie, which happened before the movie.
Just not so much a shield now, is it?
Oh, now it's a target, right, Candice?
But damn.
Oh, so we got to back to that one of the shitty two cops. He goes home. He's like, "Hey, sweetie, guess what? I didn't even have to wear my big boy outfit. I could go to work with whatever I want now."
And that makes me hot.
Yeah, and let me sexually harass you.
Can you sexually harass your wife?
Hey, you know what? Let me pause the podcast real quick. I'm going to go get a refill of my drink.
Grab a titty.
And figure out if I can sexually harass my wife. And we're back. It turns out you cannot sexually harass your wife, folks. Yeah. So open field for all you men out there. Just grab, poke, prod, pinch, lick, slurp, bite, whatever you can on their parts.
Read the room, because the way she's standing there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was asking because I was replacing a light bulb. And so I was standing on a chair and I had my arms raised above my head. And my husband just walks right up, lifts up my shirt, and motorboats me. While I'm like I have to like hold the attachment, so it doesn't like fall on my head, so I'm pinned.
To be fair, there's a novelty aspect of that because it's literally the only time your boobs are going to be eye level with your husband.
That's true.
He's like, oh shit, that's what they look like.
I was this is very unsafe. I'm going to fall. He's like, no, I'm holding you. I'm making sure you don't fall.
Oh, that's true. Okay. So I will say this. If you have a Halley's Comet situation, like Candace's boobs being eye level, go for it.
instead of like the down the shirt shot.
Yeah, exactly. Man. So, shitty cop goes home, sees his tennis wife chopping
cabbage, I think.
No, it was lettuce. It was iceberg lettuce.
Yeah.
A lot of it, and for as long as this scene goes on, the fact that it was one head of lettuce doesn't track.
And she doesn't look like she's cutting it with a hand protecting in any way from that knife, right?
No, she's doing a bad job of cutting it.
Yep.
She's cutting it the wrong direction, first of all, because the stem, she's cutting it with the stem instead of against, where you can cut back to the stem and then throw the stem away. Like, why would you do that?
Well, I mean, to be fair, we're going to find out in a minute why she might not be cutting the lettuce the right way.
Oh, because she's been programmed to see him as a bug.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's the bug.
I mean, okay, they say he's the bug, but immediately when I saw that, I thought alien.
Yeah, I mean, I could see both ways. Well, like, because it's a giant bug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See some fucking crazy ass looking bugs, right?
It's like the bug from Galaxy of Terror.
Ooh, yeah.
Not that one.
Well, I mean, he was sexually harassing her. So.
Maybe he space married her right before he did it. So he's like, I'm free.
Yeah, that's true. If you're married, you get a pass. Then I have the scanner cop somehow makes somebody give the psychiatrist pie at the cafeteria by scanning them.
By shitting his pants.
No, this is what it looks like for real. It looks like he just came in his pants.
No, I swear to God, Tim, I hope your face is not that red and you have a giant vein popping out of your forehead.
Like I said, I don't know how my face looks like that, but it's just the way that I read it looked like that. And, I'm trying to make funny something. So I went with coming, you went with shit for funny.
Tim, here's what we got to do, buddy, me and you, okay? Mm-hmm. We're going to take a photo of our face. One coming and one shitting.
A and B?
Yeah, and then Candice has to guess whether we're coming or going.
I don't like this game. I don't want to play this game anymore.
Is he coming or going?
Coming to the Patreon, yeah.
This reminds me of my old game Bowler or Pedophile that I used to play with my friends. I'd get pictures of pedophiles from the Megan's Law website.
From your Facebook pages, got it?
Yeah, from my Facebook pages. Because I follow a lot of pedophiles on my non-existent Facebook. You fucking dumbass. No, and then I'd go to the Professional Bowlers League and get pictures of bowlers and show, like, okay, is this a bowler or a pedophile? It is surprisingly hard to guess.
Isn't it because pedophiles just look like people?
No.
I think it's the clothes, right?
No, they don't look like people, Candice. Just so you know, there's a look, there's a smile, and there's a mustache that they have that overlaps a lot with bowlers. And then sometimes you can trick people and get a bowler that is a pedophile. I found a couple of those.
Oh, hide in plain sight.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, the Venn diagram is very, very close on those two groups of people. So anyhow, that was fun. Yeah, he scanners somebody and convinces them to give his psychiatrist friend their lemon meringue pie because it was the last slice. And we're starting to see, okay, he's using it not just for altruism, but a little going off the page with it.
He's getting drunk with power.
Yeah, drunk with power. Oh, that would be a good pussy. You know what, though, Tim? I feel like if you can control people's mind, there's easier ways to get pussy.
Well, he's trying to ease his way into it. He doesn't want to jump to that step right off the bat.
But if they're married, does it count then?
What if you're scanner married?
What if you're scanner married? How do you scan or marry? Okay, so you can...
I don't know. How do you scan it next to a computer? How do you do anything in this movie with the scanners?
I don't know. I guess if you're raping somebody with your scanner power, that would be a scanner darkly, right?
Oh, God.
Oh, my.
So the next day, shitty dead cop's partner goes to pick him up, and he's like, come on, we're going to be late for the donut meeting.
Oh, you didn't... Is this the... Before or after they go to the dead cop's neighborhood, and you see that there's a fucking oil drill going on in the back of his neighborhood.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my God, I totally forgot about that.
I was like, why does the commander get to live in that sweet ass house up on, the hills?
Yeah, up in the Hollywood Hills, and this motherfucker lives like in the garbage can, basically. Like, yeah, ka-dunk, ka-dunk behind you, just rhythmic. Maybe that's why he's so horny.
Yeah.
Tim, you know what I'm talking about, buddy.
Oh, that sound, yeah.
Yeah.
Coming through the wall the right way?
They get there, and the lieutenant's outside. He's all like, look, it stinks in there. Have a cigar.
Oh, yeah, what the fuck is up with this? Don't they have that shit that they put underneath their nose, like that stipid thing or whatever it's called?
Mentholatum.
There you go, mentholatum.
Yeah. Vicks Vapo Rub.
Yeah, something, right?
They just... No, I like to imagine that they were trying to canonically explain all cops smoking and smoking cigars through this movie.
No, that's how they developed the habit. That's how they got addicted.
That makes sense. See, I'm more of a pipe guy. I've done the cigar thing. I've got some cigars. They're nice.
You go to a crime scene, you're like, no, thank you. I have my own. You pull out a pipe.
Oh, shit, Candice. Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, that's why he smoked a pipe.
Mm-hmm. Elementary, my dear Candice.
God,
He never said that in the books, by the way.
He should have said that.
He should have. So yeah, they just light up cigars, and they're in there puffing cigars. And I like that Scanner Cop is like, he's got his like an incense, and he's waving it under his nose,
like a sage smudge.
Yeah.
Well, he's trying to get the spirits out of there.
Maybe the psychic told the cops that you have to smudge it, but they're like, with sage, fuck that. We got cigars. This is stupid. So they're smudging the crime scene. And they're like, where's the wife at? And they're like, oh, we put her in the garage and tied her down and hooked a bunch of shit up to her.
Yeah.
He's like, oh.
It's pretty fucked up. They don't even leave the crime scene. She's still there.
It's like, oh, that's convenient. You say you have a car battery hooked up to the wife? That's cool. I guess I'll go scanner her. Why the stuff's hooked up to her, no one knows. But
already,
all right.
She's already hooked up when he walks in there.
But it's like a lie detector, right?
Mm-hmm. It's like, well, it's got the diodes on her head.
But why?
I don't know.
It's the movie. It's got to keep going as a clip. We don't have time for this.
They're not. Maybe they couldn't afford to change scenes at this point. I don't know.
It literally slows the movie down for them to hook shit up to her that they don't need to.
But clearly they needed to, so she
no,
can
they
be
don't,
scanned.
because she gets scanned the same way the first guy got scanned.
Yeah, that's true.
So anyhow, he scanners her, and then they figure out that as soon as the badge is flashed, then that triggers her, and she sees him as a bug.
So now what are the cops going to do?
Well, they can't go around with
badges.
Without a badge.
They don't need no stinking badges.
Fuck you.
Yeah, if anything, they like it. They don't have to wear a uniform, no name tag. They don't have to wear their badge around with them, so nobody can trace them.
Woo!
All right. Candice, I'll give you that. You know what? As much as I'm on fire this episode, Candice, I feel like you're feeding off of my energy. And you know what?
There's a lot of good energy going around.
I don't like it. I'm gonna dial mine back because it's a problem.
You're shining too much, Candice.
I told you that's what I do. Someone is shining brighter than me, and then I stand in their shadow so that it kind of reflects off of me and makes me look like I'm worth something.
That's good. That's good. So, oh my God. So he's like, no, go back further. And they go back to where the psychic lady made her come to the shop. And
good pause.
Yeah. So then they show her a picture of a grasshopper, and they're like, you're afraid of this, right? Well, cops are grasshoppers. And then, true story, my mother, deathly afraid of fucking grasshoppers.
You know that they will chew through the screen on your window to get inside the house?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're terrible.
I fucking found one doing that. I was like, this little motherfucker.
What'd you do? Did you flick it with your finger?
Yeah, I did. Flicked it and get it off. And then it came back and
pissed off.
It chewed an even bigger hole.
You pissed them off.
By the way, I've got to really quickly do a little memorial right now.
For your grasshopper?
No, my spider.
Oh, no.
Yeah, my spider Ruby died. And she has been with me for longer than my wife.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. She's been with me for about 16 years. And she did she did a molt, and it was like too much for her. So she didn't have enough internal mojo left to re-solidify after the fact and died.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, so R.I.P. To her. And my dad. My dad died too. So both of them.
I'm sorry, that's really fucked up, but that's also really funny the way you said that.
I know. I had to do something. I'm sorry. I have a bad sense of humor. But
was he molting too?
Yeah, my dad was molting.
Final four.
I'll say this, my dad would have laughed.
Hey, you opened up the door.
His ass off at that joke, so it's okay. No, but one good thing about my spider is they fucking eat crickets and grasshoppers and fuck all of them. I have a new spider though. I already replaced, and I have a new dad too. By the way,
is it Commander?
Yeah, Commander Daddy. Ooh, Commander Daddy. He's my daddy now. Somebody's gonna take that one and bust to it. So
you give yourself way too much credit.
I don't know.
He's besmirching your voice, Eddie. Your prized voice.
I have, anyhow. So they go back further into the psychic.
Wait a second. Were you just about to tell a story about how you made someone nut with just your voice? Like Hannibal Lecter or something?
Like Scanner Cop?
Oh, man. There is a stripper in Cincinnati.
Squirts on command.
Who has my old internet handle tattooed on her.
Oh, good God.
Because we had a phone relationship over
Eddie.
the internet for
Eddie.
Quite a little minute.
How do you know she was real?
Photos.
Okay, how do you know those photos were real?
Oh, wait, you never met this chick?
No, I never did. Specific.
Eddie.
No. Specific photos were taken.
Yeah, but do you know how cheap it is to get somebody in Albania to get a tattoo just so they can grift you?
No, Tim.
That's true. Was money exchanged?
No money was exchanged.
So this was like a power game.
Back in, I would have...
I like how Eddie's like,
hold on.
How much of the story can I tell?
No, he's like, wait, how long have I been married?
No. This is oh my god, you just opened up another layer of this to me. Okay, my wife would have been Oh God.
Oh, no.
Oh
Born.
God. Hold on. Oh my God. No.
Preschool.
Hold on. Maybe. I wasn't. Oh wow. I would have been a sophomore in high school.
You were a sophomore in high school, and you were involved in a torrid online affair, phone call affair with a stripper in Cincinnati.
Yes.
That was real.
Yes.
No. Come
Oh
on,
my God.
man. You
Tim?
just picked Cincinnati
Tim.
instead of Canada. You were smart.
Tim. That would have been 95. What was the internet technology
Oh,
you
yeah.
in a fucking chat room?
Yes.
Wow.
What was the internet technology like back then for photoshopping?
Almost non-existent.
Yeah, so the photos I got were very real. She was a stripper, so she was definitely of age.
But you were not.
No, ma'am, I was
no.
not.
Did she know you were not of age?
So,
you were the catfish.
Oh, did you make money off of this?
No, I
You
definitely.
should have told her, like, look,
busted.
send me your paycheck, or I'm going to tell the cops you just sent the minor fucking.
Tim, I got better than money. Tim, my friend, I got better than money. I got masturbatory gratification.
Yeah, that's true.
And what this circles back to with my voice is this is the voice I've had. So you tell me this is the voice of a 15-year-old boy.
Wow.
Damn,
Yeah.
Eddie. Shit. You could have made some money having a 900 number.
Now let's do the math on how old my wife was at the time. So she's
like 10 years
is
younger than you, right?
10 years younger than me, so she would have been 5.
Wow, that's a really come full circle.
Yeah. So, by the way, the next day, the shitty cop. Yeah.
Oh,
Where
I
were
love
we?
this. This is great. We're putting Eddie in the hot seat.
How many episodes in?
Yeah, exactly. How long?
127.
Like a year and a half or something.
Yeah. So, yeah, he psychics with her and figures out where they came.
Over
And
the phone.
he almost comes on the face of the guy, but he can't because he scanners her a little too hard, and then
she squirts.
She squirts
From her head.
from her face, and then they're like, "No, you're scannering her too hard." He's like, "Okay, sorry." So then Scanner Cop like drives around, and he has his taxi driver minute about this city. This city looks like shit to me now. No, but he ends up finding where they made her come to the psychic shop. You love that, Candice. You do.
Dennis is
Listen
like a
to you.
14-year-old boy. For real.
I'm drinking water over here. I'm like completely
Candice, you love
sober.
it. Hey, Candice, you know what the ask me what the secret to comedy is?
Time, repetition
Timing.
and repetition, right?
No,
So the rules of 3.
You fucked it up. You're supposed to say, "Hey, Eddie, what's the secret to comedy?"
Hey Eddie,
Timing.
what's the secret?
Okay, that's it.
There you go. That's not my joke. That was an old comedian's joke who's much funnier than me.
Henny Youngman.
Henny Youngman, who was an old man, but Gary Oldman is a young man.
Not anymore.
Shit, man, I'm going to go out and join Q. You just blew my mind.
Well, Gary Oldman was a young man when Henny Youngman died.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, they
Yeah.
transferred.
Exactly.
Oh, they
So,
scanned her.
do you think Henny Youngman's going to be
Scanner.
like Secretary of State when JFK Jr. is the vice president?
These Q fuckers. They are they giving up yet? By the way,
No, they're not, because
Oh.
supposedly Trump is now leaning into the Q.
he is. Wasn't
He's posting stuff with
923
the actual
supposed
letter
to be?
Q on it. That music that they're playing, where they're all holding their fingers up in the air.
Yeah.
That's
I saw
that's
that.
the
I saw
QAnon
that.
theme. Yeah.
So he finds the psychic shop where he's like, hey, I'm going to go get a palm reading. And then the psychic like gives him a palm reading, but by holding hands.
All right. Now, I have a question for real. Candice, where you live, do you have places like this?
No.
Eddie?
Yes.
All right. Now, have you ever lived in a place, Candice, where you have places like this?
Yeah.
How the fuck do these places make money to pay the rent every month and
That
stay there?
I
know a
have
lot of them are hit and
wondered
runs,
that.
right? But
I don't know. There's some of them that have like long-term like clients that they repeat clients.
Tim, there's like old ones of these in LA where I don't know if you realize this, but property in LA is a little expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And they have been there for fucking ever. And I'm like, how do I? Oh, so another fun fact about Eddie is that there was a brief unemployed moment of Eddie's life where he busked as a tarot card reader. Anyhow.
Oh. This tracks because you were just reading them. You're like, what is that? Mentaling them. The fuck? What's the word I'm looking for here?
It's
where you just like read their body language.
Cold reading.
And you just say certain words to see what their reaction is, and then you lean in that direction.
Yep. And if you want to talk about getting pussy, that's the way to do it.
Oh, you know, Eddie, you would be perfect at cold reading. Yes, I could see. I don't understand why you didn't keep that going as a career and just be a millionaire by now.
Yeah. So there used to be a Christian alternative music festival that came to my hometown every year.
Double whammy.
And if you ever want to get them, ladies and gentlemen, little Christian women who are there against their will.
This is insidious.
No, it's because religious.
Oh, yeah. And they just know they're being bad.
Oh, so you help them lean into that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's break some taboos, huh?
Oh, yeah. Hey, what other taboos do you want to break?
Hey, don't forget, God forgives.
But he doesn't forget. I'll tell you that right now. Anyhow.
You don't want your friends to have more things for God to forgive them than for you, right? So
yeah, you want to make sure you're really earning your way into heaven through confessional. I love that they have like a scanner psychic fight.
I said it was a psychic arm wrestling.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, it so is. And but he is the one who ends up going over the top because she starts like bleeding out of her ear or no, her nose. That's right.
Yeah.
And he's all like, "Hey, that was pretty good, lady." And he tosses her a 20 like you do. And he's like, "I'll see you later." And leaves. And she throws the 20 onto the side. Ugh. Damn it.
But after that, she went and got it.
Yeah.
She went and picked up that 20.
Money. Come on.
Yeah. So then we cut to the cops using Mario Paint to draw a composite sketch.
Oh my God. Yes.
And I have so many questions about this scene. I took a picture of it and I put it in the Discord for you. It's the funniest shit.
It looks like Humpty Dumpty. But when they add the scar, that's after the fall.
It looks like it could be the leprechaun that's from that Chicago news thing.
Oh, yeah. The leprechaun.
Yeah, damn, it does. Oh, my God. To me, it looked like a leprechaun to me.
He's in a tree.
I'm going to go find the gold.
Could be Walter White.
It could be Walter White. And I love from the screenshot, this thing is called the Police Composite 68040. On the left side, you've got like, it's MS Paint. The middle, it's MS Paint again. On the right, it's MS Paint again, but it's got line shade model in tween. And I like to think that tween is a thing that you hit, so all of the filters for it look like they're a tween. So they're like...
For Catch a Predator. This is a police station.
Oh, that's true. So then if they're doing the composite and somebody gets hard for the tween, then they're like, oh, that's the one. Get him, Chris Hansen. It's so stupid. And it just looks ridiculous. And Scanner Cop's like, yeah, this is clearly dumb. Like nobody's had.
Ever.
is this Egghead from Batman? Like, what the fuck are we doing? And he's finally like, never mind. He scanners the computer. Okay, now pause.
Yep.
Can you scanner a computer, Tim?
Apparently.
Is a computer alive? Does a computer have a brain?
No.
And then he also does something a little bit later on with the computer too. Not exactly scanning
Tim,
it, but
it's even the fucking defibrillator. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot the defib. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that. So that he scanners the computer and just like is like, no, on the character creator menu, clearly we can cycle through all the different eyes, nose, mouth, and hair, and it's just the guy. And so we get a time lapse of them just drawing the guy in their shitty version of pre-Photoshop.
How long would it have taken to get that detailed of a drawing of Richard Lynch to do that by fucking computer? If it's not doing it with the fucking hands on the computer.
Great
come
question.
to Jesus computer.
Yeah, because you wouldn't be able to put just like a filter on it to make it look like a pencil drawing.
Is it for a psychiatrist who has a doctorate, like Candice likes to point out, or is it for a scanner? Because
actually, he probably just invented scanners, right?
Yeah, he scanned his face and then uploaded it to a computer. He literally is a scanner, Tim. That's a very good point that you've brought up. So then all of a sudden, his dad cop is like, holy shit, that's the guy who's this unethical neurosurgeon that took a bunch of teenagers up to his party cabin with drugs.
It's California.
It's supposed to be Leary, right?
I don't think they're going that far back to make a fucking reference.
Is it MK Ultra then?
It could be. It just could be some regular fucking cult ass dude, right?
Okay, so we'll give it Manson.
Look, if there's one thing I've learned about cults, there are a dime a dozen in California.
That's true. You know why? Because the most susceptible minds in America are in California.
That's true. That's why you move there.
Yeah, you're looking for new beginnings, right?
I've just
something like
got
that.
to take advantage. No, it's sadly, and it makes sense. So many people move out here to become a star.
Oh fuck!
That hope is
you Jesus peacocking them.
Hope is really easy to sell, and that's why I've been growing this beard out. As soon as the beard gets a little bit longer, I'll be ready. You have to have
begins?
No, but then you need to grow your hair out and get like the man bun.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do that.
No, you need to have the man
gross.
bun.
No, and he's gonna look like that guy from Wild Country.
Wear those sandals.
Ugh, the man bun is so gross. No, I'm going for the dude from God of War. That's my move.
Kratos,
yeah.
the dude from God of War.
I already kind of look like him when I did the little composite thing.
Say boy.
It's good enough. So, yeah, he took a bunch of teenagers up to his cabin to drug them. And then the cops are like, we got to stop this. And I'm like, no, that's usually
at
not
all
what cops
costs,
do.
Right?
Because they're all white. What?
He says, we were told we had to stop him at all costs.
Oh, yeah. So they swarm the fucking place. They storm it. And then during his, like, escape of the place, the crazy, like, I don't know what to call her. The psychic, she dips out easily, right? But then motherfucking cop dude just gets plugged in the dome with a bullet. Kapow!
Yeah, that's where the scar came from, and I was a little disappointed because I was hoping it came from like a scanner incident.
That would have been
like
so
he
much
blew
better.
his head off or something.
Yeah.
But no, it's just a gunshot.
No, we'll find out later, though, that it gives him a superpower against scanners, Candice.
Yeah, that's true. That's right. So, all right, it does come around.
So they give him a big old titanium plate in his head and put him in the mental hospital for life, but he escaped a year ago.
What if he just scans it from the other side of his head?
That's literally what happens, Tim. And he was supposed to be in the mental hospital for life, but much like Arkham, he just escapes and nobody cares. So
I like how he walks out of that place like a boss after he kills a fucking doctor with the pen in the ear.
By the way, that doctor, is that Brian James?
Is it?
Because I saw in the cast.
No, he's in it.
Yeah, like Brian James is in this movie. And I was like, who the fuck is he?
He's only in it for like maybe 30 or 40 seconds.
Yes, it is. Dr. Hampton, Brian James. You're right. Candice. Nailed it.
Yep.
Look at you. You're on fire. Leon from Blade Runner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was the moment of recognition that you got. So
thank you.
No, you're welcome. So then we cut to the cops at the psychic joint again. And dude, they're full force. They're like, there's probably black people in here with weed. So now we're really going to fucking take care of this place. Because there's every LAPD officer, period.
You could rob a bank in LA and the cops wouldn't show up.
Yeah, exactly. That would be funny. And so in GTA 6, what they need to do is your star rating is proportionate to the skin color of the protagonist you're playing as.
Well, my idea for GTA 6 is they should have a mission where you're a hacker and you're trying to get this video game that nobody has yet and put it on the internet and then get away from the army of lawyers and Interpol.
I am glad that it's going to have a female protagonist finally, because I think females need to be represented as reprehensible
Just
criminals.
get ready for the blowback from all the assholes.
Well, no,
you're killing my Grand Theft Auto.
I would guarantee you it's because the Houston brothers, who like own Rockstar, and Sam Houston was one of the biggest writers. He's like written all of the GTA games.
Yep.
Pretty sure that's why there was never a female protagonist.
Well, I think
from
we need
what
one
I've
now.
heard,
because women need to be represented as criminals. And I think the first mission should be that the woman gets an abortion, because it takes place in Florida, right? It's a Vice City.
Oh shit, that's 5 stars right there.
Gets an abortion, she gets 5 stars, right? And then we have to like smooth that over, and that's the whole story.
Yeah, she has to get out of the state.
Yeah, she's got to get out of the state or pop out of prison. Oh, is that not fun? Well, hey, guess what? Vote, you fucking idiots. Anyhow.
Oh, just buy Grand Theft Auto 6.
Don't buy it. No, vote, Tim. The midterms are coming up. Vote.
They tell me.
No, I do. I'm a California liberal, so I have to tell everybody about my politics. That's what I do.
I live in New York. We have to tell the people who don't live in California and New York to vote.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
if
true.
you live in New York, if you live in New York, you are legally obligated to tell everybody that you live in New York.
Yeah, Candice, I have to mansplain to you about how you're supposed to vote now.
Okay. Can you explain the process to me? Who am I supposed to vote for? I don't know. I'm a simple woman.
Just whoever is a Democrat, vote for them, no matter what their policies are.
I know when I go to the area, it's like the local church here.
Oh,
and
gross.
I go and they're like, oh, what ballot do you want? I'm like, Democrat. They give me a look. I'm like, God, knock the dust off of it. Hand it over.
It's like the cobalt letter instead of the scarlet letter. Yeah. They just put a D
you're fucking
on
up our perfect record.
Oh my God. That you really vote at a church.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yeah, because it's a community thing, and that's the biggest community spot is the Lutheran church.
Yeah, that's how a lot of places are, right?
That's
how they get you into those places. Even if you're not religious, you're still going to be going there, and then maybe a statue or a stained glass thing's going to catch it and put a twinkle in your eye.
Nobody knows about separation of church and state. Like, they just weren't told about that.
Oh, they just don't believe in it.
Oh, yeah, that's not problem.
Oh, that's good. Okay. So, yeah. Dad cop tells the psychiatrist, hey, take my son home, right? And make him take his medicine, and don't let him refuse. So she's like, yeah, cool. I'm gonna take you home. How the fuck am I supposed
to do that?
And he's like, hey, I'm not gonna take my medicine, but you got to stay the night, baby. And she's like,
"Are you taking a shit right now? What's going on with your face?
You look like you're either about to shit or you want to fuck me." No, to be fair, like that is one thing I will give this movie. There's no inappropriate sex stuff.
That's true.
But we do get to see some tits.
I mean,
there are tits, bonus tits.
Yeah, bonus tits. Okay. But okay, to be fair though, it's a mentally ill woman that's being chained up, and you get to see her tits as an extra.
That's true. Okay,
so that's okay. That's fair.
Tits are still tits.
Yeah, as long as you can appreciate them, right, Tim? Oh, God. So then they abduct the lieutenant, and then at that night, the scanner cop has a flashback dream of his dad. And he goes in to splash the water on your face thing. Candice, have you ever splashed water on your face to snap out of something?
Didn't we already have this conversation?
I think we already did this. It's going to be the third time?
I know, I'm teasing.
We go to the loop?
He looks into the mirror, and he sees his forehead begins to bulge. And he hears the voice of his dead father, like, "You can't go 4 days. You're not supposed to go 4 days." And his forehead just bulges. And I'm like, I mean, I have a big forehead. I get it, but he's able to at least like meditate that out and be fine. I'm stuck with it.
With your Moa head.
Yeah, but it looks good shaved, so that's fine. Anyhow, then we cut to the lieutenant getting programmed, and I guess he's brought all of his police work with him. So the doctor's right? Looking through his files.
He's got the whole, yes.
Why?
Maybe in the back of his car or something?
This was never established. I guess he hypnotized the lieutenant and then made him go back to the police department and get the files. I don't know. Then we figured out that the lieutenant's fear is the doctor, which is such a happy coincidence. So then the doctor learns they've got a scanner, and we learn that the doctor befriended the guy that wanted to experiment on the scanner cop back in the day. The evil
this
doctor.
This is Byron James' part. Where they're walking down the hallway doing this little back and forth thing, right?
Yeah. This is the whole, like, it's such a convoluted story, and it really doesn't need to be. It could have just been the same doctor, just older, right? That would have been the better way to do this.
Yeah, but it's always good to see Byron James.
Brian James.
Yeah, but no, if this was just the same doctor that was going to treat him as a kid inhumanely, and then he aged up a little bit, and this was that same doctor who's coming after him, this would have been so much easier and better. But no, it was one of the cruel research doctor guy's patients who rolled a natural 20 on his charisma.
That's some D&D shit?
That's a D&D reference.
He was an Eddie.
Tim.
Nerd.
Yeah, he pulled an Eddie and convinced the doctor to be like, "Hey, it's cool for me to just walk around, look at your files, read about your research, and then stab you in the ear with a fucking pen." Because that's what he does. Then he escapes.
Like I said, he walks out of that fucking mental hospital like a boss.
Yeah, no, that's a good move. And then they, that's the guy that they shot in his head at the hippie commune, and he disappeared from that mental hospital. Anyhow, Scanner Cop has a little bit of a freak out, goes to the mental hospital, and then...
Oh yeah, this is the part where the woman... Oh yeah, wait. Does he go to the mental hospital here?
Yeah, he does. He goes to the mental hospital because He goes to the mental hospital to learn about all of this stuff and has a little bit of a freak out. He's like, I can't manage all of this. And then he leaves and manages it.
It's like, at what point does the lieutenant who's been brainwashed, like, he goes to, kill the commander daddy.
This is where we're at here, right after that. So, yeah, Lieutenant Brown goes, he's programmed to kill Commander Daddy. It feels so dirty to say that now, but I love it. So he goes to the cop shop to kill Commander Daddy. And this is when Scanner Cop realizes, oh shit, Lieutenant is programmed. And he just sees him in the elevator. And then
he like reads his mind right there. But I guess he can't get another elevator, so he starts running up the stairs.
He doesn't run up the stairs. He gets into the elevator, and they have an elevator race.
I have written down, don't miss the exciting elevator chase.
Yeah, there's an elevator race to his dad. But Lieutenant gets up there first.
Pull the fire alarm, tell some of the cops who have walkie-talkies so he can get word to your dad.
No, it's literally like da 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 da.
He really hates Commander Daddy.
Da, 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 da. Tim, say Commander Daddy again.
Commander Daddy.
There we go. So
good rasp.
Yeah, Lieutenant gets up there first, and he sees Commander Daddy as the evil doctor. Fucking shoots him one time. Kapow! Then a bunch of cops rush in, and they just, as Lieutenant is about to dome Commander Daddy, they blast the fucking shit out of him. Just shoot the fuck out of the Lieutenant. They're like, oh, fuck this.
Well, it's good to have seniority and rank.
I suppose so, yeah. Then they're like, quick, get Commander Daddy to the hospital. But Rut-Row...
No, here's a great part. I'm sorry,
okay, go ahead.
But here's a great part, because somebody says, somebody call an ambulance, quick. And one of the cops goes, okay, and he puts his gun back in his holster, and he runs out of the room, and there's a phone right on the commander's desk that you could use to call an ambulance, I would imagine, right?
Yeah. He runs by it. Yeah. No, that's good. So then we get the ambulance comes out there. And as we see this happening, we see the psychic down in the phone booth. By the way, take a drink if you remember phone booths being a real thing.
Oh, I can take a drink.
Yeah, I'm done with my drink. But yeah, and she's on the phone like, yeah, hey, this whole fucking thing going on. He's over here. He's in this hospital. I guess our little puppet, the lieutenant, he fucked it up. He got shot to shit. And Scanner Cop overhears psychic lady having this. And I love he's like...
And the woman doctor would not shut the fuck up so he could listen.
It's very sexist. I will admit to that. Where he's listening, he's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that your father got shot. Is there anything that I can do to help you?
You can shut up.
Shh.
A moment of silence, please.
Shut up, bitch. Shh. It's like, it fucking sucks because she's honestly, psychiatrist lady, trying to be the best person ever. Like, literally trying to be the best. But he's like, shut up. Understandably, but whatever. So, Scanner Cop's like, all right. I'm going to run down there real quick and get the psychic lady. And this does not go at all the way I thought this was going to go. But I love it.
You didn't foresee this?
No, you know what? If I would have had my tarot cards out, by the way, Candice, Google around about tarot cards. Guess which deck I had.
A huge one.
I did. I literally did.
You want to come over to my deck?
It was a pretty big one, but it's a very famous deck of tarot cards. If you can figure it out, Candice, I will let you pick 2 of the movies for next month.
Oh, shit. No, you already have guest picking movies.
No, not next month. The
No,
month
we'll
after.
cancel them.
For November.
Oh, okay.
If you can guess, but you only get one guess. Okay,
Oh,
so
Now you got me on busy work.
I know. He runs down there, finds the psychic in the phone booth. He's like about to get her. And she's like, oh, fuck. Runs and then gets just fucking tatered by an ambulance. Yeah. Kapow!
To be honest, if you're going to get hit by a car, getting hit by an ambulance is probably not a bad thing.
It's
Tim,
always ironic.
I bet she didn't see that coming.
Crazy, huh?
So Scanner Cop immediately starts scannering her. And I love just scannering people. Oh my God. So he's scannering her. He's like, tell me where he is. Tell me what's going on. And she's like, no, never. Starts bleeding out of her ears or whatever. So they go into her world. Because he sees her
special scanner power, right?
Yeah. He sees her like going down some alley, and then another him breaks away from the real him as she broke away from the real her to go down an alley. It's so fucking stupid. And they're back in the mental hospital again, and she's like, "Oh, come on. Ooh, come follow me. I'm going to
like a
bring
fucking
you
Alanis Morissette video.
To your ultimate destiny."
And this is where it turns into a Secret Freddy movie.
Well, he ought to know what's going
or
on.
Or a Hellraiser movie.
They go into...
we stepped over Eddie's joke. What Eddie?
I said he ought to know what's going on. And it's not a Hellraiser movie because it's not gay. Because remember, Hellraiser movies are too gay now. Fucking idiots. Clive Barker's a gay man who worked as a male prostitute.
That gay author's writing books that are too gay.
He couldn't afford to live in New York, and he's a gay man. And that whole, like, the Eros and the Thanatos of pursuing your sexual desires in the fear of the AIDS crisis.
Hey, Eddie, what year were you doing the tarot readings?
What year was I doing tarot readings?
She's looking it up. They're getting all fucking metaphysical about why Clive Barker had to be a sex worker. And she's like, these fucking tarot cards. Is it the Clive Barker deck?
Because, I mean, if I just Google popular tarot cards, they're like top tarot cards of 2022, and I'm like, that's not going to fucking help me. They have Fallout tarot cards.
Fallout?
Wow.
They have
Fallout the game or Fallout the boy?
This would have been in those being seductive to a Cincinnati stripper years. So 96.
My Little Pony?
Yeah.
So, no. What I was saying with Clive Barker is this is a man who worked as a male prostitute. He was a homosexual man as well. And so, like, there's this weird, and it's during the AIDS crisis. So, like, literally his pleasure and weirdly his ability to provide for himself were intrinsically linked with this fear of death, right? Because of the AIDS crisis that was going on, that was not being acknowledged by our government. And that is when he wrote Hellraiser. But the new one's gay.
Yeah. So,
and it's always people who don't read the books or don't know the source material. Because you see all the shit that Neil Gaiman is getting about this new series on Amazon, Lord of the Rings. How everybody doesn't like it because he wrote it too woke.
Yeah, Neil Gaiman's Lord of the... Famously, Neil Gaiman's Lord of the Rings.
Oh, he's fucking hilarious because he tweets right back. He's like, thanks for the input. I promise next year I will never write another Lord of the Rings book or movie, TV show again.
Yeah.
You convinced me.
Eddie, your stripper, was she goth?
Of course. Of course, Candice. Come on. Oh, he's quiet.
Her.
You're like I don't remember.
No, her
Okay.
handle on the internet
Uh-oh.
was a Marvel character's handle.
Oh, Scarlet Witch.
I'm a Scarlet Witch once a month. Hey-o.
Hey-o. Anyhow, I don't know what that has to do with tarot cards, but there you go.
I'm just trying to get a feel for what your mentality would be around this time.
Okay.
Doctor Strange.
Okay, I have a guess.
What?
Uh-oh.
Were they Aleister Crowley Thoth tarot cards?
So Candice gets to pick 2.
Yes!
Look, man.
Yes!
I am a man of my word.
First of all, the two of you are knowing too much about each other. It's getting fucking freaky.
We know each other way too well now.
I'm a man of my word, Candice. You picked it. So for November, you get to pick 2 of the movies.
Yes! I mentalized you, or whatever the fuck that term is.
Mentalized. You scannered me. Look at the artwork of that deck, by the way. Beautiful deck of tarot cards.
I mean, tarot cards always
Does it
have
make
really
you
cool
horny?
art.
No, this one's really good. Lady
Yeah.
Frida Harris did the artwork on it.
Let me
and
gauge your
she-
reaction. Let me look
Lady
at your
Frida-
pupils
Now,
when
here's
you
a
look at
question.
this.
Is somebody who reads tarot cards considered a psychic?
Yeah, that's a
Because
good
you're
question.
interpreting the cards, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's not really psychic, is it? If you just have knowledge of what they mean. It's
Yeah.
the person who's picking it that's being psychic, right?
Well, no.
No.
I think, because you're supposed to cut the deck. So you're supposed to give you off your, quote-unquote, your psychic
As a
energy to
as a
that deck.
Patreon, I should get because I still have my deck of cards.
Oh,
I
you should do a
should-
reading.
Yeah,
On Twitch.
as a Patreon thing, I should do it.
Oh,
I
that would be
bet
fun.
I bet my skills are better than they were about reading people. Oh my god! Yeah. Anyhow,
How are you going to do that on the Patreon, though? How are you going to read Charlie?
If you're a Patreon above the $10 mark, I will do a reading for you.
Ooh. Yeah, put that on the Patreon. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Damn.
Anyhow, let's get back to the movie before Candice figures out who the stripper is with my old handle tattooed on her body. Let's do that right now.
Can you do a reverse photo search, Candace? Just
You
type in
don't
that,
know what my
yeah.
old handle is, so we're good. Anyhow, we go back to the psychic shop, right? Because we figured out that the broad brings him through hell, and when he goes through hell, he kills her in hell, which that's her soul. I guess they were going to do a body swap in hell.
They do a body swap, right? She
They were
traps
going
him.
to. But they don't, because she's like, haha, you're trapped behind this cage. Now I'm going to be in a man's body. I've always
And
That's
wanted
right.
to
She
be a man.
does say that. That's right.
And
By
then
the way,
he says,
she's-
"You're in here with me."
Yeah. By the way, she's trans because she always wanted to be in a man's body. So we have to acknowledge that.
With that
And-
mouth, she could be Steven Tyler.
True.
Yeah, we haven't seen her feet, though. Have you ever seen Steven Tyler's feet?
No.
No.
Why would anybody pay attention to that?
Because they are gnarled and fucked up looking. Anyhow,
Well, you can't just say that and just leave it hanging. Why?
I can. Why are they gnarled and fucked up looking?
Well, two whys. Why are you
similar-
looking at his feet, and why are they all gnarled and fucked up?
From birth, similar to George Takei, also has similar problems with feet
Oh,
being
does he
gnarled.
have web feet?
No, like toes on top of toes, where
Oh,
they're not
God.
supposed to
Ooh.
go.
Does that help
Toes
you in
where they
karate?
don't go. George Takei doesn't do karate.
Not
Tim.
George Takei, and just in general. Like, I'm wondering, can you get into the Olympics if you have web feet? Is that an unfair advantage?
They're not webbed. Again, I've said, Tim, they are not webbed. Hold on, I'm going to send you a picture of George Takei's feet.
I don't know. Don't do that. Come on, man.
No,
Last thing I need is my
you
wife
were
to look at my
fucking
phone and see
asking
George
for
Takei's
it.
fucking feet.
Tim. Oh, you
I
know
already
it's
have
on
my
the
phone in
Howard
my
Stern
hand
show.
waiting for
That's
it,
why.
too, so.
That's where I would know it from. Here you go, Tim. I'm sending it to you right now. There you go. So you can take a look at this, and this is a very similar issue.
Whoa! What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yo, this guy's lucky. He's always got his fucking toes crossed.
Oh, he's got hammer toe. Isn't that what that's called? Hammer toe.
Yeah. Yeah. Stop. Hammer
Why
toe.
is his toe all red at the top?
Because you can't touch it, Tim.
God, shut up.
I'm having too much fun tonight. Anyhow,
I had 2 ingrown toenails taken out at the same time, so.
Ew.
Yeah.
That sounds painful.
You know how I got them
ingrown
wearing those
toenails.
stupid fucking finger glove shoes?
what?
Yeah.
You were wearing the skeleton toe shoes?
Is that what they were? I guess,
Where
well,
each
when I bought them, they
toe
were
is an
Vibram.
individual?
I actually got, I think, $200 and a class action lawsuit sent to me in the mail for having bought the shoes.
Amazing.
Never had a problem with anything with my feet until I wore those shoes for maybe a couple of weeks until I was like, wait a second, this
Hold
is
on,
stupid.
I'm gonna pull this up for you. Tim, if you wore these fucking shoes, you piece of shit, then fuck you.
In Manhattan, no less.
That's all I've got to say. If this is the shoes you wore, Tim, I'm gonna send again. I've got.
I think they were the company. I think was called Vibram.
But yes, Tim, yes, Vibram shoes. Each individual toe has its own individual
those
fucking
things?
pocket. Tim Yobo wore those.
Oh, I hate
my
those things.
God, you disgusting individual.
Although these look more like shoes. The Vibrams you could really see.
Tim,
I had one that was like a army drab color.
Tim, you terrible hobbit of a man. You're not allowed to wear those. Those are disgusting. Do not bring them up ever again anymore.
It was incredible because I'd have them on the subway and people would be taking their phones out, taking pictures of my fucking feet.
Yes, because you're a freak. They were taking pictures of you like you had 2 fucking heads. Tim, you're a freak. Do not.
Nah, man, I was cool.
No.
And then I got ingrown toenails.
Yeah, you were real cool, Tim. You're a cool guy. Scanner cop explodes her head in hell, which is where
finally get a head explosion.
Right? They made you wait for it.
So Scanner cop can explode a soul's head.
Yeah, because it's metaphysically. He metaphysically blew her head out, not her back.
He blew her mind.
Head. Yeah.
Like I did to that Cincinnati stripper. Anyhow, another him follows her to the mental hospital again and blows her head out. That's crazy because he snaps back to his body after another explodes her head. I get whatever. So then, before this happens, though, she's all like, he's under my wing in the psychic shop.
Why is she telling him? Why is she giving him secrets?
Yeah, why is she being snide?
I don't know. It's probably because this is poorly written. So he goes back to the psychic shop and pussily kicks the door open.
Oh my God, I have that written down too. They really could not break that door or take any chance of breaking that glass, right?
He leans his toe against it and it opens. It's so stupid. Anyhow, he finds the hidden door, walks back there, but then Dr. Boy has a trap door and he's just waiting for the steps. Pull the trigger. And he falls down. This is me doing my what's that?
Wilhelm scream?
What?
You doing the Wilhelm scream?
No, I was doing the work when you do the sound work. What's that called?
Foley work.
Foley artist.
Foley. This is me doing the Foley.
That's gonna be. That's gonna be a pretty sweet job, right?
It does.
I bet
it's gonna be
fun.
so fun.
But do you ever, like, if you do that for a living, do you ever hear something and you're like, oh, that'd be really good for a squelching sound in a movie?
I think that's all you do after a while, right?
Whitest Kids
But you think now, you think it's all maybe digital?
Whitest Kids, had a great sketch on that when they were trying to do a person getting his dick sucked. And they kept making all sorts of different sounds. And eventually they're like, No, man, I think you have to suck my dick.
That's the only way to know.
So funny. And then they're sitting at this award show for like, and for the best Foley work, this movie. And it's the two guys like with their arms crossed sitting in the award show like, I don't want to go up there. I don't want to go. They don't want to look at each other.
See, I was going to say, at least it's worth it.
Yeah. So then Dr. Dude sprays him after he falls down, straps him in, and he's like, all right, where's the psychic broad at? He's like, last time I saw her, she was in hell. And he's like, all right, well, I didn't really care about her anyway.
Yeah, he's like Magneto in X-Men 2 or X-Men 3 when what's her face? Loses her powers, right?
Yeah, when Mystique loses her powers.
And
he's like, what a shame.
Yeah, well, whatever. She just got me where I was going. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and program you to kill your daddy. So he starts the slideshow, and he doesn't realize that Scanner Cop can scan our computers, and he just fucking blows up the dude's computer. And the doctor's like, oh, fart.
Before he had to touch the computer, though, right? Before he had to touch the computer to do anything when he was doing facial recognition. Now he just can do it by looking at it?
Yeah, can
he just declassify things by just thinking about it?
Well, Tim,
Area 51 does exist.
Tim, back in the 90s, I remember trying to install a scanner to any computer usually caused a lot of problems. Anyhow, the doctor's like, fart. I didn't know the psychic would do that. Then he runs away, and Scanner Cop escapes easily and commandeers a car with scanning of the guy. He scans the guy that owns the car to give him the key.
Just say, cop, I need your car. Get out of the way.
Well, no, because you can scanner people. That's easier. So at the hospital, the evil doctor like sneaks up on a surgeon and injectifies him in the neck with some shit. The surgeon that's going to perform the surgery on the commander.
Now he's a surgeon.
Yeah, so now he's the surgeon. So he took over the surgeon.
I'm your surgeon now, Commander Daddy.
Tim got a little hard when you said that. Anyhow, Scanner Cop looks in. He's like, oh, okay, talking to psychiatrist lady. She's a doctor. She should be in there doing the surgery, right, Candice?
I mean, exactly. Sorry. I was, muted.
Candice is getting something to drink.
And then, Candice, I have to have you here because we're getting to the best part of the movie. So Scanner Cop sees him, looks in, about to cut, and Scanner Cop's like, oh, shit, and scanners the scalpel out of his hand like 3 times.
It's Glock.
It's Doc Glock, right?
Ooh, wow, that's a real nerdy joke.
Yeah.
And I'm also like, why doesn't he just go in the fucking room and use his body? At no point will he use his body to subdue anyone.
He will. But
why? Why exert energy when you can just scan somebody, right?
Yeah.
Because it looks painful. Looks like he's shitting his pants every time he does it.
So then he blows the scalpel out a couple of times. And then we see he pulls the mask down. He's like, oh, it's me, Doc Glock. And Scanner Dude.
In case you didn't know. And you're just like, oh, is you going to just kill the surgeon? Because maybe?
So Scanner Dude tries to, like, brain twist, melt him. And he's, like, really focusing. His veins are bulging. And you see this claymation.
His colon is clenching.
This claymation of Doc Glock's skin. Like, first it's his hair turning to...
It's like superheating the metal.
And then you see the skin peel away, and you see the titanium plate, and he goes in to fucking...
Secret Terminator movie.
Scanner his brain, but he gets Glock blocked.
Oh, God damn it.
Get it, Tim?
Wow. Really, I'm sorry, Eddie. I really brought your sense of humor down to this level. I'm sorry.
Oh God, what have we done?
Listen to that joke and then listen to his episode about key lime pie and see how far he's fallen because of me.
I used to be smart and now I am not. So, because he gets Glock blocked, Scanner Cop has to pick up the defibrillators, and you just see these stupid defibrillators.
This is like some Sam Raimi shit.
Tim, it's not even Sam Raimi. This is so
Sam Raimi
stupid.
Style, the way that
Seeing
they come
them
shooting out,
floating like clearly on shitty string. Oh my God!
It looked like stop motion to me a little bit.
He picks up these shitty defibrillators and zaps Dr. Glock with them.
That should kill you, right?
Yeah, 100%. He's dead now.
Especially with the metal plate in your head?
Yeah, that metal plate should have arced. Actually, Candice, you're a smart person. Can you defibrillate somebody with a titanium plate in their head?
I have no idea.
Does it sound like it would make sense to you, or that sounds like a bad idea?
It sounds like a bad idea because, honestly, yeah, it probably would, create more electricity, wouldn't it?
I would think so.
Yeah, but it would trap it there, and then it would just be constantly swirling around in their brain.
That'd be freaky, right? Get the defib. He's having a heart attack. Unless his fucking head blows out.
Wouldn't that have been a funnier ending to this? Is that the arc from the defibrillator popped
hits him in the
his
head?
Yeah, but you can't have that. You have to have a Scanner Cop rush in there, and he tries to scalpel. By the way, Doc Glock tries to scalpel Dad, but Scanner Cop grabs him, intercepts the hand, and then his veins, Scanner Cop's veins bulge, and then that exits his body, I guess, because electricity goes through your blood and into Doc Glock's blood, and he's like, "Oh shit, you found." I guess he had to take a detour to his brain. He couldn't just go straight in.
Went in the back door.
He went in the back door without consent.
Stick your finger up their ass.
There you go.
And then you scan them that way.
Gave him the old Tim Yobo and scanned him from behind.
It would have worked a lot quicker.
I will say the ending of this is very good because his face just bubbles up, kind of like when the faces were coming out of our scanner friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then fucking his head just blows and the titanium plate flies out of his head, falls on the ground. And my first thought is that's cigar ashtray right now. Picking that up, bringing it home. 100%.
Of course, come on. After all the shit that he did, that's a trophy.
Yeah. So Dad recovers. We are like, hey, you're good. Your mustache is all right. Your hair's a little grayer, but you're cool. Then we, of course, where do you have to end it? The locker room. We cut
where
back
it all
to
began.
The cop locker room, and Scanner Cop is on his meds again, and he's greeting his new partner that we never see, and it means nothing, and then we go to credits.
Well, I'm sure they'll pick that up in Scanner Cop too, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
There is a Scanner Cop too.
So, Candice, what do you think, Scanner Cop? Do you think people should watch it?
They should watch it. I mean, it's an hour and a half long, but it goes at a clip.
It really does.
They rush from scene to scene to scene. There's never a dull moment.
No, for sure. Tim, what about you, buddy?
100% recommend the movie. Really, I'm just imagining, because I didn't see it, but if I would have rented this from Blockbuster, like I said before, I would have had a really good time with this movie. It doesn't have the greatest storyline, but great special effects, and like Candace said, it moves along fast enough that you're never bored.
Oh, totally. This is 90 minutes. It's one of the stupidest movies we've ever reviewed. It's way up there on the dumb factor, but it's like so fun. Like the psychic.
Did anyone do Stupid Troopers?
No. So the psychic's whole thing doesn't make any fucking sense. What scannering is doesn't make any sense. Smuggling drugs and ice, like whatever. None of it fucking tracks. None of it matters. Fun to watch though. 100%.
And this is where I wanted to read the user review.
Yes, Candice. So
in a new segment,
You found a horny IMDb.
It's not super horny, but the way it's written, this is like the top rated review.
Okay.
From now on, every movie we do, Candice, you have to try to find a horny review.
This is our new segment, the Internet Movie Candice Base.
Good sci-fi movie. Really far exceeded my expectations. The lead actor is quite good and did not annoy me like so many actors have a tendency to do. I will agree that the opening scene special effects were very poor, with a doll's head popping out of latex on a guy's forehead. But after that, the effects were not as embarrassing. The evil guy, played by the same guy who plays villains in many horror movies, is really good too.
The same guy who plays the movies.
The female evil partner is very hot and convincing. She looks like the Black Widow type.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Pete, the cop who adopts a scanner, is very good too. I was surprised by the decent acting and cool effects after the opening scene. Most hardcore horror fans will get a kick out of this one. And 13 people found this helpful.
Sounds like it was written by a dog.
Yes.
Doesn't it?
I thought I wrote bad reviews. I at least just say the evil guy who played the same guy.
This movie was good. The guy who was the main guy, I liked.
And all you would have to do is go to the internet site that you're already on to find out what that guy's name is, right?
Pete, the cop who adopts a scanner, is very good too.
Such a great. The guy who plays a villain in other movies, pretty good.
It's not like I'm on IMDb or anything where I could actually put his name in there.
So good, Candice. I love it. So, Tim.
Yes.
Is there anything you want people to pay attention to on the internet?
I'm still waiting for that pest episode to come out on Daniel's show.
It's probably going to take a lot of editing.
Yeah,
sure.
Even if he's doing it, I think he's hanging out, so he's having a good time.
You were there, Tim. You and I were both there for the infamous episode where Daniel had to rage quit. Chairman of the board. How close was he to that?
No, this is nowhere near chairman of the board levels.
Okay.
It goes in a crazier direction, but it's nowhere. There's no rage. Well, let me just say this.
Okay.
You did. I will say you might be a little bit correct because one of us didn't make it through the entire episode, but it wasn't Dan.
Okay. What a teaser! Excellent teaser, Tim. Mustache Show Podcast. Yeah, check it out on your podcast app of choice. Candice.
Ooh, you can listen to Esoterica Cinema, where I did Assault on Precinct 13.
Yes, I listened to that. That was good, Candice.
Thank you. It was nice to actually be kind of serious and talk about real film stuff. Using words like MacGuffin and stylized
I thought they were very patient with you.
Very nice people. But it was kismet though, again, because not only did they tell me, oh, we're going to be doing Assault on Precinct 13 while I was watching They Live, but it came out in the same week we did Escape from LA.
Oh, look at the way that one works.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Damn, man.
All the Carpenters are coming together. I love it. Did you listen to my episode on Esoterica Cinema about Perfect Blue, by the way?
No, I don't listen to you. Did you listen to my episode on Assault on Precinct 13?
I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
What'd I say? What did I say about you?
You said that you respected me as a podcast host.
You did not listen.
No, I did listen to it up until they played my voicemail. And then after I was no longer involved, I stopped.
That checks out.
I have a thing on my computer where it scans podcasts that I've been on, and as soon as I hear Tim Yoba, it stops. It rewinds, it says the thing, and then it skips right ahead. So
yeah, because of my rampant narcissism, I did that. But that's about it. I would say you should pay attention to our Patreon. We just had a wonderful episode come out about Barbarian, which is a phenomenal movie, and I've gotten good feedback on our Patreon episode. So
get that Patreon level up, and we'll start going to see movies every single. Well, not every week, but when movies come out that are
when a good movie comes out,
pay me for
we
it,
can do that. So patreon.com/bloody bits. You can get access to all of our bonus episodes as well as the blood bank that's got 3,200 crazy movies in it, much like Scanner Cop. Yeah, in 1080p, by the way.
All the movies that we cover are in there.
Plus more.
And more, yeah, absolutely. Other than that, on the internet, what you should pay attention to, I would say, is the Grind Bin, one of our sister podcasts, as well as, of course, Esoterica Cinema, the Mustachioed Podcastio, and I think that's all of them off the top of my head. No, everything I learned from movies. I'm going to be on there covering Street Trash very soon.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Candice. We're doing the stuff, right?
The stuff, yep.
One of my favorite movies. Go hard on Chocolate Chip Charlie. He's the best. So for Tim and Candice, I think that this is how we end it. Goodbye.